Well, hi, everybody. Welcome to TVON. My name is Blair. Thank you so much for joining us, and happy Thursday. So glad you're with us. We continue our sizzling summer sale for 4 more shows. That's it. 3 hours tonight, 3 hours tomorrow night, and then 3 hours on Saturday and Sunday mornings for you. So we have got the grand finale. It is here, and there's so much brand new to share with you. We have an incredible yellow diamond today. It is a 109, so it's a little bit larger than the normal, and it's an oval, so it looks even bigger. And it's got a tremendous amount of diamonds around it. So if you've ever wanted a yellow diamond ring, last call on that one. We also have a very important yellow diamond earring to match, and this is really interesting because there's an outside designer that I know you know because it's a big name that has one pair of earrings that's almost identical. We thought we could do it better, and we did. And so I've got the earrings here from the big designer. I can sell them to you, or we can give you a better quality at a better price tag in an earring that you will love. It's basically the larger version of a stud. It's basically a cluster of yellow diamonds, all the brightest and best. It's at a fantastic price. So we'll see those as brand new, and it'll go with all your yellow diamond pieces, whether you're shopping for any of those great rings we have, or maybe you've shopped already a bracelet. I got to tell you, we even have some yellow diamond sneak peeks of what's coming up this weekend that is going to be very, very special. So that's going to be something to stay tuned for in and of itself. But then there's also a tanzanite, the great 3.5 carat size. Tends to be a size and a cut a lot of you are asking for a lot. Blue zircons on a wheel. This is the beauty of it. Usually when we see a wheel, they're all pieces you've seen before. Maybe 2, maybe 3, maybe 100 times. Today, the blue zircon wheel, all brand new for you. So that's exciting. Lots of great bangles. Even the return of our 2 carat O2 DB2Y is here, just in case you're looking for that one. And a lot of special pieces that are, yes, one only. So if you have any requests, get those in, because in our last few hours, it's going to be basically at this point, we're looking at, is it true? It's only 12 hours left of this sale over the next 4 shows. So again, really crucial and critical to dial in. But also we have a lot of one-of-a-kinds, and if you missed those earrings yesterday that were so popular, the hoop style that had a great texture in diamonds, we've got something similar for you that you'll like. So I know that there were a lot of you out there. So lots of one-onlys. What you see is what you get on the air, with the exception of, I don't know if I have any exceptions tonight. So we've got some great values, and yet we are going to do a great way to start with something else, brand new. Lots of brand new. I've got about 15 brand new pieces today in this show. So most of them are here early. Let's take a look at our first one. So there's a reason I'm way over here now, because I got to help this one out. Look at this beautiful designer piece. It's one of those that if I could buy things before the show, you wouldn't even see it. I love this one so much. Of course, I'm a big fan of this designer in which this is modeled after, where there is that clover type of style. But I'm not talking 4-leaf clover, St. Patty's Day, nothing wrong with that. I like the look, but I do appreciate the designer element you have here. 113-1700 is the number. Now, this also is bigger diamonds and also smaller diamonds together. It's that 4-leaf clover style that we see out of high-end status designers, but it also has the pave and the mill grain, and you know what else? It's 18 karat gold, so we upgraded the gold. Comes with the chain, so you're getting everything to make one complete necklace, although you can take that chain off and have it as a pendant on something else as well. So lots of options for you. We love options. We are ladies, we like options. So here we are with what's 34 points in diamonds altogether, and you get the chain, which is the prettiest link chain, but it's delicate, as it should be, because you know it's all about proportions, and you want the right proportion chain for the right piece. Well, here it is. So I want to show you from a distance, because this is small enough to wear every day, but big enough to really see from a distance and make a statement. That's what it looks like. Seriously, we see it in enamel all the time. I was just looking at some photos today of some of my dear friends who are just draped. They're literally covered in this clover design, but in enameling. And I thought, when do we draw the line between what's good and what's too much? Because I'm telling you, there had to be 3,000 of these enamel clovers on their bodies, from the long necklaces to the short necklaces to the bracelet stack to everything else. Well, I just love one simple kind of style, because you know why? I'm an earring lover. I think a lot of us don't leave the house with an earring. An earring is like, it's kind of like a lip gloss or a lip product in makeup. I look at them as equivalent, because a lot of us, even if you're not doing full scale glam, you're probably leaving with something on your lips, even if it's just chapstick, right? Something's got to be on the lips, a little swipe of gloss, some great color, full on power red lip, whatever it is, right? I feel like an earring is the same. So sometimes you need a necklace that just is the perfect proportion, where it doesn't interfere or take away from what we wear in our necklaces and or our earrings. And that's really what I think a size like this does, is it allows you to really have the freedom to wear it with all your earrings, whether it be big or small. And that's where, again, I think there's a right proportion for everything. You see how beautiful this is from a distance away. This is a fully adjustable chain, by the way, so you also have the 18 karat gold, 18 inches, but then it's going to go as short as you'd like. So you can go up here, you could even make it a choker length if you want a 13-inch length, or you can wear it down here at 18. chain or anywhere in between. So fabulous idea. We'll go back up close, and a huge, huge blowout. I'm telling you right now. I wish I had one for me. Only one here. That's sad because I love this necklace. I would buy it in one heartbeat, and yet it's so affordable. It's not even $9.99. We only have the one. Come on in early, and it's yellow gold only. It'll stay as is. This is what you're getting, is the piece you see. So really excited to have that. So here's what we'll do. How about $888? Or you know what? Let's go even better. I think with 3 callers on the line, we probably got some of my fellow designer lovers out there that know that if you go spend $30,000 in the designer world, you are still getting the same product. You're getting 18 karat gold. You're getting VS diamonds. The designer that I'm talking about does no greater than that, except they usually don't do diamonds, they do enameling, as I mentioned. Well, guess what? Here's your 18 karat gold. 18 karat is 18 karat. I don't care whose name is behind it. It's 18 karat gold. So all you're doing is saving money on something that is very high-end, established, designer, iconic, and yet it's $777 only, and it's probably gone. So who's going to say sold first? Because we have a lot of you on the phone lines ready to go, and that'll actually end up being $683 instead. So that's why for 18 karat gold, you go for it. And then we have something very casual, bohemian in its style. I wouldn't say a lot of our fine jewelry reads bohemian, but I think the next piece does. Yes, that one's gone. Congratulations. I'll move it that way, and then here we go. This is a rough piece of unheated tanzanite. Okay, how cool is this? And no right or wrong way to wear it, but it's got this cool shape to it. 112-9714 is your number. It's 18 karat gold, and it also is a 9 karat 90 free form. How about that? You know it's going to be good when we get the first item out of here, you know, right away. That's always exciting. So welcome in everybody, one and all. One check-in here online. Hi, Risa. Thank you for being with us today so far. And again, look at that. Well, everyone's probably on the phone lines shopping up a storm, because look at this. $9.90 is the carat weight. So you've got a huge piece of what is natural. We are talking no faceting here. It is basically an unpolished rough cut here of a 9 karat 90 unheated tanzanite. So it is really beautiful. It's a lavender color. It's got, you see the striations there because it's very large. It's 18 karat gold as far as the end cap and the bail. And let me show it from a distance so we can get you the size. And again, whether you want that longer side on the left or right, you can choose, because look, you can just flip it around. So see how now this jagged side, or I would call it the jagged, it's not really jagged, it's not rough. I'm implying it's rough. It's not at all. It's smooth. But again, if you want that, that side over on the right side as it is right now, I know it's your left, it's my right, or you can do it this way and have it on the left side. So totally up to you, but here's what we've got for the length, okay? Measurement coming. It is a measurement of, I would say 1 inch top to bottom, and then here's what it looks like on the neckline as well. So you can see how beautiful it is with the skin tone behind it and how you really see, I've always been enamored with rough crystals, and as someone who only sells fine jewelry for the last 26 years, I love when something like this comes along, because it's still fine jewelry. It's still a big hunk of tanzanite, but it's really just, again, casual, wearable, beautiful, elegant, but still a lot of fun. It's a story behind it. It looks almost as if you were there at the mouth of the mine and got it from the source, because it just has, you know, so little treatment attached to it, right? We didn't go all out and facet it in a traditional way. It's 18 karat gold as well, so we're 2 for 2 on the 18K, and let's blow it out for $9.99. It's never been that affordable. We have a couple of necklaces here early, a little Ferrari design for you, and a really beautiful collection. I got to tell you, if you ever wanted a speen in a big size for a small price, we got that too. Speen and a round and a pendant. We have an indicolite, a true indicolite tourmaline. You know how rare it is to get those true indicolites. And again, this is $9.99, but really $8.79 if you'd like to go ahead and get it. Now, Andy, I would love to know who got that designer piece that we started with. Monica, thank you so much. Enjoy it. Now let's get to our first ring of the show, because this one is where we really step up. We're going to all different colors of diamonds except for the outside, which is pave. And yes, those are pinks and purples and greens and blues and yellows. And then the white diamonds frame it. We'll zoom back. It's 112-9856. Come on in. We're going to go rapid fire through a lot of jewelry tonight. So get ready, and please dial early so you don't miss out, because like I said, one of a kinds throughout the show. I don't think there are any exceptions at all. Besides maybe, oh, you know what, I have one, and it's very limited. It's the yellow diamond earrings I mentioned. That's it. That's my only exception to the rule today. So unless you're looking at yellow diamond earrings, it's going to be just onesies throughout the show. So keep that in mind. That's why you want to dial quickly, but also you know you're getting the piece on the air, and that's exciting too. So here's our 41 points of pave in a marquise shape. So overall, longer piece, lots of diamonds, but look inside, because if you look at what's pave through the middle, you see that incredible styling that's done with a whole collection of different colors of diamonds, from the yellows, which are some brighter, some lighter, and then you've got some purples and pinks in there, some light greens, And I was seeing there's a little bit of a blue-green as well. They're all natural, so that's exciting. It's from our friends at Sorari. They were kind enough to let us sell some of their jewelry cheap, and that's exciting because they're not cheap anywhere else. And yet, we're going to go ahead and discount it below the price of even the gold by itself, and you can see how it's finished, and then here's what it looks like. So beautifully flattering on the hand here because it's elongated with that design. You can see there, it looks great, doesn't it? I just love that. That's a really cool style. So we've got all that pave for you. Here's what we'll do as far as Discount Central. You ready for it? We've got only just this one. So that's, again, throughout the show today. So please remember that as you go ahead and dial a little extra early for us so we can get you in on everything. But you know what, if you like this one, it's the first time we've marked it down to this level, plus it's 12% off, and you got a few more days to shop that 12% off. And I know we're gonna all be sad to see it go, and when it wraps up Sunday at 1 o'clock, we're gonna be a little bit missing it, I think. And this is where, again, if you've thought, I don't know about jewelry anymore, fine jewelry, gold prices, diamond pricing, everything going up, here's your solution to it by shopping this discounted sale. And again, there's brand new for you. There's brand new, there's designer, there's really special pieces. These have no business being discounted the way they are, but that's the way we're doing it. So just, again, enjoy it while it's here. A few more days, letting you know in advance. We're not springing on you at the last minute so that you miss out. Hopefully you can do your pre-planning and your shopping so you get it all in. But that's why we also want requests too. But this one's gonna be $9.99. That's it. Let's do it. Lowest price ever. It'll be $8.79 at checkout instead. Still have that gorgeous tanzanite if you want our real rough crystal. We have a gorgeous green zircon, heart-shaped Paraíba, really, really beautiful opal pendant. Another one that I want, but I know I'll never get because it looks like this. And I'm going to tell you, I'm not usually one for opals unless they're really, really special. This one is not just the opal itself, but the design. Oh, that is just, I've never had anything like this here. And it is a gorgeous stone. So get ready. That's going to be coming up. And it's incredibly affordable for what it is. I was expecting 5 figures on that one. It won't be. So we've got that on the way for you. Really new ruby necklace, fresh from really great designer. And then also the best emerald I've seen in a long time in a round. But that is from Sorari and it stays in the yellow gold. And we'll be happy to size it for you. And that'll be it. Now I have this style, which we're going to go back to necklaces here for a brief moment and show you something that was very popular the other day in a heart-shaped design. And for those of us that don't do hearts, here's how you get that same luxe designer look while it's still that medallion style. In our last one, we're not doing any more of this satin finishing. This was a collection we did as a limited edition, limited release, and now they're done. And 112-8545 is the number. You might remember the bigger heart that we had the other day that had the same kind of styling to it. This is the round circular piece, so really makes it easy to wear. It's all yellow gold. It's finished on the inside, which I'll show you here. I am barely hanging on to it because it's actually got these, it's attached to the chain. So this is not a pendant, it's a full necklace. But you see here that it has these different sizes of diamonds, but they're all a good size, almost a half carat, burnished into, what does that mean? It simply means set down into this design. And then here it is from a distance away. So you can see it first on the hand so I can give it a measure. And then we'll go ahead and show it to you on and show you how you've got adjustable links here, 16, 17, and 18 inches in length for you. But do you see how pretty that glow is from that satin finishing? Isn't that wonderful? The way that's done. And then here to confirm the diameter of the piece itself, it is at, yes, that's at 5/8. So that's between 1/2 and 3/4. And then here's what it looks like on, again, 16, 17, and 18. I'm showing it at 16, 17's right about here, 18's right about here. So you get to choose and by the day, and then you have that lobster claw closure, so really upgraded for you there. But that's what you can see, just this beautiful sheen from the satin finishing. It's not dull. And I think that's a popular misconception that we think satin finishing is going to be dull. It is not at all. It's got this great sheen to it that actually has a glow about it, which is really impressive. And then we go back up close to see those bigger diamonds that you have as well, and really, really important. So that's amazing. And we're going to do one only here. And again, chain attached. So think of it like a chain and a pendant separately, except you never need to worry about where the chain's going, meaning, do you ever have that issue where you put your pendant on and then suddenly, before you know it, it takes seconds and the clasp is right there in the front? It can't happen with a necklace like this because the weight of the centerpiece is going to keep that centered up on your neckline, and then you'll never have that issue where the clasp and closure is in the front. So that's the beauty of a necklace, I believe, and yet it's not even, no, we're not going to do that $29.99 any longer. Discounts galore. This is where, again, one of a kind. Can't stress that enough for everybody who, complains to me all the time when they send the emails, the angry emails that I missed out on this, 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 and this. I really wish we had more than one of things. We very rarely do. It makes us a little bit different, but it also makes us very special because these jewelry pieces are special. And it's not $19.99 and it's not $1,500. So come on in early. It is really the secret to success in getting that favorite piece of yours. And it's only going to be $999. That's it. So one only. And how about that for a necklace with a half carat in VS diamonds? Because I'll tell you right now, our DBTY went up 3 times. So again, if you don't think gold's gone up, it's gold that's gone up so much. So bigger necklaces like this, like that DBTY used to sell for $1,500, is now $4,500. So it's, you know, it's a different deal. So it's just amazing to see something here for $879 at checkout. That's the beauty of the discounts that I'm offering for you. So huge value there. We'll move on to some ruby and some earrings. And I have earrings and a bracelet that actually work together. They could be the makings of a set for you as well. But let me know if you'd like that one. That burnished style is very popular, not just here, but also out in very high-end, highfalutin designer retail. Okay, anybody want to see that pendant, the opal I flashed? This is really as deluxe as it gets as far as opals are concerned. And then it's the mounting. Now, it's going to sit actually vertically on the neckline. So where I'm holding it is the top, and where you see that point on the right is the bottom. But it is 113-1742, and I'm getting to it early because it's just incredible. And it just, look at this, like a hologram over and over and over and over. It's like layers of hologram and bright, I would say iridescence, but it's really more powerful than that. It's very bright primary colors that you have. And it is our 18 karat white gold, 113-1742. We're starting with 18 karat gold, giving you a 3 karat 38 freeform, but it really is like a modified pear shape without that really distinctive point. Want to maximize the rough, you got the 338, but then it's also a karat 30 in diamonds, which are the rounds and the baguettes that go all the way around. So beautifully done here in the 18 karat gold. That is our crystal opal, but high end, not the Ethiopian variety, but instead the Australian variety. And this, okay, love the finishing and love that they didn't actually completely enclose it, because you can see the natural beauty of this double-sided opal and its colors from the front and the back. And that's impressive. Of course, there are your hallmarks there up top by the bail. That's a hidden bail. It's got a substantial amount of 18 karat gold. It looks like a shield or a crest, doesn't it? Like one of those really, I mean, in a way, it's just so important looking. Yes. Yes, the designer necklace is now gone. Congratulations. So let me get you a measurement on this one since it is our first time seeing it. And the measurement from top to bottom here will be 1 1/8 inches or so in that top to bottom measurement. And then here's what it looks like on the neckline. So impressive. And then look at that. Every time you turn, move, breathe, talk, walk, every time you move, any movement you can give it is going to give it that wild, different play of color. That's the phenomenal with opals, and you see it right there. True, beautiful play of color that you have there. Every color, so no matter what you're wearing on any given day, look at how it's purples and pinks and blues and greens, yellows and oranges and reds all together, and we're going to show it up close and get you that big value. Come on in, don't be shy. It's time to shop for great jewelry and get all the discounts in the world, and watch how we can do this one for a very special moment. And I got to say, if you want to go ahead and get one of the most impressive opals, a real versatile, I tell you, a lot of those Australian stones just give you blues and greens, most of them only those 2 colors. This one giving you a lot of different colors, really every color of the rainbow. And what's supposed to be, well, I was right, $13,399. I said 5 figures all day. It's got to be. This one's actually going to go a lot lower because I have the freedom to discount everything to make sure they all go. That's what we're doing. That's how we operate. That's what this sale is all about. And who is shopping that gorgeous necklace? Congratulations, Janet. Well done. Thank you so much for being with us. Take a look at this. We're going to blow it out for less than $10,000 and not $99.99. We get a better value for you right now. Here's how we make it happen, and call me early. Don't forget about that finishing that is in solid 18 karat white gold. Could not be better, could not be upgraded, and yet blow it out for only $4,900. You know what? Skip that. We want to move all the jewelry, not just 1 or 2 pieces, every last piece. We got so much brand new. I mean, blue zircons that are incredible, tanzanite, yellow diamond earrings I mentioned, so much to get to. Let's blow this out for even better than $49 or $39, even less. I am just on a pricing, discounting rampage. All we can do, get everything out the door. That's what we're doing. This really is one of those luxury looks. Every diamond is spectacular. Carat 30, very rarely see that amount of diamond weight in a pendant. Here we go, $2,000. $999 instead. That way it's $26.39 for one caller out there. That is it, and that will be our next one to go. In the pendant, just add a chain, add any of your chains. It could be any white metal. Quite frankly, it's going to go. You're really not going to be able to tell if it's platinum or white gold or whatever you got. And heaven forbid, if you wanted to put sterling silver, you could do that too. Why not? You can do that. It's going to match. So any white metal chain you're going to have is going to match beautifully. And you know what? With all the colors in that opal, I wouldn't even mind if you put in a yellow gold chain. That would work too, because it's all the colors of the stone as well. So we'll move on. We've got a lot more to do. I have a star ruby that's incredible, and we also have a really good speen, and we have indicolite, true indicolite tourmaline. I better get to this one because it's awesome. And I know we see very few that are truly, that is the color we want. And the cutting is really giving it some advantage here, because this cut is a square cushion cut in this very, very special indicolite tourmaline. And our first or second ring, let's get in a little closer here, and I want to show you the beautiful clarity as well, because it's not just about the color, as much as that's difficult to achieve to get the true honest to goodness indicolite. What we usually see is also a lot of inclusions in tourmaline, and it's just not happening here with this one. You can see as close up as we can go and still fit it into your shot here. It's 113-1763. That is also 18 karat gold. Here we are at it again. Most of my show tonight has been 18 karat gold. How exciting is that? We will see more. And again, here's your chance to pick up the one and only indicolite. It would be sad to miss out on this one because they come around so infrequently. And yet I will say that with this one being a carat 33 in the 18 karat gold and that specialty cut, here's the beauty of it. When I do have a true indicolite, I had one the other day, it was $7,000. Great. You get the discount, you get the 12% savings. That really helps out quite a bit. But then there's this one, which is that carat 33 size. And because it's not 3 carats or 2 carats, it's going to come down in price a little bit from what you ever see indicolites go for. And it's a carat 33 with the diamonds, which we did in a very simple, elegant way. It's really just tailored to the design. I mean, it's a square cushion, so everything about it is very even, very symmetrical. But we did add a few baguettes around the halo, gave it the split shank still. This is what's challenging. Green tourmalines are no problem. That's actually pretty easy to get and to find. It's a different story when you're looking at a true blue. And again, it's not like your sapphire. So if you have a sapphire, trust me, it's not a duplicate. It's not a duplicate to your sapphires, your zircons, or even your topaz in blues, all of which would be lesser important stones, yes, including the sapphire. So here's where you get your beautiful tourmaline in that true blue, and watch what we're going to do on the price tag. 18 karat plus 23 points in the baguettes, 29 points in the rounds that you get as well. So very excited to say that there's 52 points in diamonds, still over a half a carat, but then you get this great finishing also. You see how the split shank goes all the way around and through? So that acts as what's supporting that under gallery from the inside. Look at that stone though. This is all I'm doing is our camera sits above the jewelry. Look at that. Now I lift the piece up so it can be directly at your eye level, and you see the beauty of that stone. Here's what it looks like on. It stays in the white gold. Here's what you have. Really wearable, really classic, but also really bright, because these do have a tendency to get on the darker side, and yet not going to be $69.99, not even close. Beautiful value coming your way. Let me know if you like it. It's not going to be, and I mean by a phone call. That's the way to do it here. Got to give me a phone call here if you'd like to own it, because it's not going to be anything what you expect to see when a indicolite. We have the smartest shoppers in the world. You usually know the prices before I do, because you watch the show. You expect, and usually I've had someone tell me, well, usually I just guess the price and then I cut it in half, because whatever the price should be, you guys tend to do about half of what I think it should be and what it would be anywhere else in the world at the best case scenario. So yeah, if you want to do that too, but honestly, I could cut that in half right now and make it $3,500, and that's a deal. But we're going to take it lower. I do have the sales show going on, and it doesn't matter if it's brand new like this one is. Still got to be on sale, still got to be discounted, and that's what we're about to do. So come on in, hurry, hurry, hurry. Not $35, not $29, it's not even $2,500. Thank you for letting me keep the opal too, by the way. Thank you. Thank you for bowing out on the opal, so I can go ahead and keep that one, because I already missed out on my other two favorites today. Let's go ahead and do this one at $1,999 instead. $19.99. By the way, that's $17.59 at checkout. So much better value and a really exciting time to get your fabulous piece. Oh, Patty, did you get your, I think she got her heart shape. I was just talking about it. I was thinking about that heart shape that you got, and she said she got it yesterday and she cannot praise it enough. Well, I think that Janet's going to feel much the same way, isn't she? She's going to get her round necklace and feel the same way Patty does. Wonderful. She says, I highly recommend that someone buy the pendant, and you'll not be disappointed. And you know what? Someone did. So congratulations. Well done. I'm glad you got it, Patty. That's wonderful to hear. And isn't that really what's fun about also Really, really, really special pieces that are one of a kind. They go right out to you. So you're getting everything in like 2-3 days. You know, it's wonderful. I think that's just great. Talk about instant gratification, as close to it as we can get you when we got to ship across the country. So here we are at $19.99. All right, $17.59 at checkout instead. Let me know who's got that one. And hi, Kirsten. Well, hopefully I'm sorry to hear it's cloudy where you are. We'll send a little bit of sunshine from the capital of sunshine right here. 105 degrees, sunshine, and humid. We're not used to, we got tropical storms brewing in the Pacific. So it's really been very, very humid. So, you know, we're feeling much of what you guys on the East Coast and the South get. We rarely get that out here in the desert, but it is very humid of late. So we'll send a little sunshine your way. How's that sound? All right, so here we go, $19.99 on the Indicolite. All right, I'll keep that too. And then we got the ruby. There's my star ruby. Does anyone need a ruby at really, really a small price, like a teeny tiny little price? I got it. And then also there's the medallion style in the Sphinx. This is the pendant that I am so thrilled about. The price tag is everything here. It's one of our largest stones at a small price. So we do have that one. Look at how gorgeous that is. Just kind of It's winking at you as it walks on by. But here we are with our ruby. It is listed as a star sapphire. Well, interesting. I think that's a ruby. And I learned my colors a long time ago, like 41 years ago I learned colors. So here we go. Here's our star ruby. It's going to be 113-1671, and that's a platinum piece. And it's going to be a 191 star ruby. And it has big diamonds. I love the little florets that are created by the 4 diamonds on the sides. Then more baguettes for you. 3 on each side there. 4 then. 7, 14 stones in total, making up that 57 points in your platinum setting. And then I always like to walk around here and y'all get confused, like, what kind of sorcery is going on here? There are 2 stars. And then I blink and there's 1 star. That's because 1 star per light source. And no matter how many times I say it, I still get that question, how does that happen? There are 2 stars. I have 2 lights trained on that stone right now. I can block either one of them because I'm mobile around the studio. The lights are here. I do the camera work. So look at this. There's another star. Why is it that one and not this one? Because I'm blocking the left light, then I'm blocking the right light. So again, do this at home, play party tricks, do whatever you want, but that's a really cool stone, and you get a star per light source. So that's why there are 2 stars now. There can be 1 when you open it, kind of just depends on what lighting it's in. But here we are. So ready to give it away. Let me know who's got it, and don't forget about that Indicolite as well, because that one's going to be long gone. Things are all moving after the fact, which just means there's a delay and we move quickly. So between those 2 pieces sell after you see them on the air and after I take them down. So we're moving jewelry now. It's happened all day today, but let's get this one a really, really important value where it's not going to be that $5,699 any longer. A beautiful value coming your way on one of the rare stones. It's ruby, this month's birthstone. We only have 1 day left in July after tonight. So how about that? A little celebration of an unusual way, a unique way to do your star ruby instead of a regular ruby. And we like regular rubies because regular rubies really aren't regular. They're known as the king of all gemstones, so I don't think there's anything really regular about a good high quality ruby, but this is a step up given that it's a phenomenal gem. So phenomenal stone, you get the asterism, which is the fancy way to say star. There's usually phenomenals have kind of different ways to say them. There's the chatoyancy, which is the fancy gemologically correct name, and then there's cat's eye. Then there's the asterism, which is the fancy gemological name for star. So you can use either. They're both correct, but here's what we'll do on this one to give it away. It's supposed to be $49.99. I got a better value. It's almost 2 carats in a ruby, which I know, you guys know by now. If I had a 2 carat faceted stone without the asterism, what would that go for? More than $49.99. That's where 2 carat rubies go. I don't think I have a 2 carat ruby here that's under 6,000, let alone under 5. Now we add the asterism, which makes it so much more rare, and you get a better value than 49 or 39 or 29 or 19. Can you tell? I want to move some jewelry tonight. And I know we can do it because there's one magic secret to this show, and it ain't a secret. It's if you sell stuff too cheap, it's gonna go. You guys understand that. You know that. And I'm gonna get the prices down way too cheap, and then you take your 12% off, and we go even lower than $19.99 as a result. And if you haven't dialed in, you may not need to, because that is one for the ages here, and I would love to try it on. It looks like it's gonna be a pinky size on me. It looks like it's about a 3. I wear a 2.5. So that'll work as a pinky ring, but we'll size it for you, don't worry. It's not 19, 18, 17. I mean, you want to blow out on a huge star ruby, here it is, and yet so simple, elegant, but all with bigger diamonds. Remember, only 14 diamonds among that 57 points. You're getting close to 2/3 of a carat. And here's what it looks like. And no, it's not $17.99 or $17.77. It's only $1,699, and then you'll pay $14.95 instead. So that's a much better way to go for your star ruby, almost 2 carats. Love that one. And let me know, we have a very affordable bracelet. A bracelet that's affordable would be like $10,000. I would qualify that as an affordable bracelet when gold is where gold's at. I'm going to show you what we can do in this diamond pave almost ID style link bracelet we have, it's going to be under $1,000. So that's coming up too. Earrings to match it as well. If you want a traditional faceted ruby, I have one. It's in a necklace, it's in a round. But if you want our star ruby, got to go now. $16.99 quickly turns into $14.95 thanks to your 12% off. Okay, how about the Speen? Color change Speen coming up. We're going to go ahead and show it. It was the one that was just driving on by, and now it's going to come here for real, and it's going to be our showcase. And yet, look at this. Unbelievable quality of the stone. And this is where a lot of you like to wear them as pendants because it is a softer stone. So if you're worried about that, no problem if it's a pendant. So here we are. 113-1800 is the number here, 18 karat gold. A carat 74, so that's a mighty fine larger round. It has the carat 74 stone in the middle, 9 points of the baguettes, 19 points, 28 points total there in your baguettes and your rounds. They're all larger stones. It's finished in the backside as well, and it's going to be one only, and it's pendant. You add your chain. It's 18 karat white gold. It stays as is. This is another one that can go right out to you tomorrow. Tomorrow's Friday, so we'll be shipping that out to you tomorrow. If you would like to have it right away, you're going to have it by probably early next week, probably Monday or Tuesday, depending on where you live. And let's go ahead and blow this out. And that, of course, high dispersion, yeah. Needless to say, all that brilliance you're seeing in all those rainbow colors are thanks to the high dispersion level that this stone has. That's one of the highest in the world. So it's a great way to enjoy. Now, there's also, I just have to say it, this is the biggest value I've ever had for a Spina this size, and I thought, well, it's going to sit on its own, but barely. So it's leaning back on its basket work. But just to say this really quickly, this is, mind you, the most size you can get for this kind of price. It just simply is that. We've had a few Spines. We know them pretty well at this point. We've brought you more. I was the one that was lucky enough to debut this in 2017, right here on this stage, right here on this set, and debut it for you back then. And yet nobody had ever heard of it. That's why a lot of your gem books won't reference it, because it is something that is newer, so to speak. It is the regular Spine is one thing that's been around that you'll read about, but the color changing variety that goes from green to red like this one does is something that's fairly new as far as being enjoyed in the world. So this is really a private collection out of Madagascar that we were lucky enough to get the first ones ever. Showed them on our air in 2017. It was springtime of 2017, one of the biggest moments of, I know, my hosting career, just having been able to bring something so new and fresh to the world. But now here we are with the last little bit, and a lot of you really know that these 2 carats tend to go for about $4,000 to $5,000. Every time we have them, no matter how they're set. Now you get that better value. Watch what we're going to do with this price tag. It's the biggest value we have on a Spine that changes color. So let's go for it here. Let's get it done. We can do this together, but you do need to dial in. That's only one way to shop, and that's to dial in right now and pick it up during this live show and get a hold of it before somebody else does, because that is inevitable. And watch what we're going to do here. In the 18 karat gold, and let me just tip it up towards your eye level because I know it's leaning a bit, so, and then I'll show you from a distance in case you have not seen this design before. Really simple and elegant enough, and I think small enough to wear every day, but also makes an impression. So love that about it. And then here's what it looks like top to bottom measurement. I'll give you a look there, 7/8 of an inch or so, and then here's what it looks like from a distance away. So a lot of great necklaces and pendants as usual, and we're going to blow it out right now. Better than $4,999. You can really see here when it moves quite a bit, you can really see those brilliant displays of red, yellow, orange, green, blue, all of that. That's that dispersion we love. It's mesmerizing. And then of course, wait till you see the change in the color when you have the green to the red to the green. And you know what? We're going to do, let's just make it $1,999 and save you $3,000, shall we? I think that's the best way to do it. So $3,000 off, and then you get an extra $200 plus off with your 12% that we're taking off instantly at checkout here. So really excited about that one. And it's $1,759 if you'd like to get it. And don't forget about our Star Ruby. That's hanging out here as well. Then we've got the ruby necklace that's coming up, also new. We've got a ruby, beautiful ruby in a larger size, over a carat. Have a yellow diamond necklace for you that's going to be coming your way with a very large yellow diamond. Not to mention, I've told you about the 109 yellow diamond we'll see later in the show. Okay, and the yellow diamond earrings are really the big star of the day because we have, I don't know if you guys remember these Sorari earrings. I'm probably not going to sell them to you. And the deal is this, they've got a few multicolors. Well, I'm going to bring you this style in all yellow diamonds later. Do you remember these Sorari earrings? They've been a fortune. They've been discounted a little bit. But I actually think when you're going with an earring that's sitting further away from everybody's viewpoint, I actually consider all matching the stones a little bit better. So we made these yellows for you where it's all the yellow diamonds. And we're gonna bring basically almost the same size, and we're gonna bring these to you for thousands and thousands and thousands less. And I think they're prettier. So we're gonna show those coming up as well. All right, let me know on the Sphene as well. And then here we go with these new earrings. Well, they're not new, they're new tonight. And yet what we're talking about is a link style. These will be a little complex to sit up because they're quite the drop here, but you have a pear-shaped design in the very base there. It's like a pear-shaped cluster here, and then you've got a link design that leads from your diamonds at the top, and then the link on down, and then of course the pear shape in pave. So we have one pair of earrings here, unfortunately. So another one that sadly is one only. And so they will go very, very quickly. And again, those yellow diamond earrings will be coming up. They're also debuting today. So don't have to wait for the weekend, because usually things only debut on the weekends usually. Not tonight. We've got limited quantities on those earrings. So we're gonna bring you a big debut and a major moment tonight. So that's gonna be coming up. But this earring is 112-7845. Let me zoom back a bit. They're quite a bit of a drop here. And I don't mean 3 or 4 inches, because we never want, I don't particularly want, you know, the diamond earring and the hair to get all tangled up. I really want to have the earring be a standout from, you know, any kind of long hair that you might have. That's where you get this beautiful link style, which has to start the 38 points in the diamonds. And then it's, or actually I have a different carat weight here. So 7845 is the right number there. That's why they're different. It's 51 points in diamonds. You're actually getting over a carat or over a half carat. And then you have this link design and diamonds at the top, link, link, link. And then of course that's the paper clip link. So very distinctive and elongated, very attractive, and also gives them great movement. Post and butterfly backing. I'd be happy to try one on if that helps you out. See that 1/3 that it's going to be, that makes it really just, again, a drop, yes, but not oversized. This isn't 3 or 4 inches in length. It doesn't look like cocktail party black tie affair only. It just looks like, again, giving you a really pretty glimpse of the gold and the diamonds together, inch and 3/8. They're just a tad bit over 1 1/4 inches. And then post and butterfly behind that segment of the rounds. So I'll pop one on for you if that helps give you a perspective on 1 3/8 inches. And then we're about to blow them out. And I think that we just need something really affordable here, despite the fact that it is an earring and it is a luxury and it does have those great diamonds. And then here's what they look like. And obviously it's going to sit better because you'll have a backing. Please put your backings on, and never leave the house without your earring backings, because that's going to be challenging. And then let me go ahead and pop it in real quick here just so you can see how that's going to look. Or I can always hold it for you too, because that'll be a little bit better with the weight of the earring. It probably needs a backing. So here's what I'll do for you. Let me just hold it right on up for you so you can get an idea. Just doing this because I don't want you to be surprised when you get it at home. I never want you to say, with my jewelry, I never want you to say, oh, I was expecting it to be larger. Oh, I was expecting it to be smaller. I just want you to know straight away what you're getting here, in addition to, you know, the length and just popping it up. So there it is. And of course you have those links which also shine themselves. That's what I think is great about an earring with diamonds and gold, is that it's got that sheen to it. And by the way, I want to point out that inside is finished too. Small details, but if you know great jewelry, you know that that's oftentimes the mark of really fine jewelry and not fine jewelry, or details like that. Are they finished in the back? Do they have that gorgeous high polish to the links themselves? That's what you see here. Well, the earring's going to be $9.99. There's only going to be just the one pair, so that'll be it. And they stay in the yellow gold. And I think that bracelet that I flashed in earlier would be a nice combination with it. If you want to do bracelet earring set, you can do that. Now, I also mentioned, y'all remember, yes, Star Ruby is gone. Congratulations. We still have our Sphene. And again, things are going after the fact. So call in. Just because we moved on doesn't mean it's gone. It just means that we're moving quickly through jewelry. So keep that in mind as you want to call on your favorites there. And we still got plenty to share with you. The Indicolite is here. The Sphene is here. The Opal Pendant, the Sorari Ring, and the Tanzanite in its unheated form. Now let's move on to the other earring, which are more money, yes, because there's more gold and the diamonds. But this reminds me so much of, there was an earring last night, about this time, 24 hours ago, that felt very similar to this. And it was, to say it was the hit of the night is an understatement. It was what everybody wanted, except there was only one pair, sadly. And yet here again is only one pair, but it's the only thing in our inventory that I could find that came close to what so many of you missed out on. And they are a little bit more substantial. And to prove that, they actually have an omega backing to them as well. So remember, this is an important time to get on the phone lines, because we had about 18 people early on last night miss out on a similar style of hoop earring, but they were a smaller, more narrow design. This is 1128278. It's giving you segments of, think of bars of gold and bars of diamonds that are all set askew. So almost like, what's that game that you put the wood blocks and you take one out and put it on top and you stack it till they fall? Don't know. Jenga, is that it? Or is it, yeah, something like that. Either way, this is really, I was more of a Chutes and Ladders girl. Yeah, Chutes and Ladders, Candyland. I mean, yeah, those were my games growing up. Like, you know, nobody's ever heard of those. I'm too old. That's like ancient days, right? But here's where you get something that really feels very fresh because it could have just been straight down. We could have just corrugated or kind of given a little texture to the gold blocks. Instead, it was, no, let's set these beautiful gold bars and set them at different angles and really let this beautiful style speak in the way that a hoop earring doesn't usually, because that's what they're going to look like. How about that? Solid gold, omega back finishing. Here's what they look like from a distance. They're fabulous, aren't they? And look at this. I mean, really just a showpiece, yet you get the almost half carat in diamonds. You could wear those every day and never look like anybody else with the same old hoop. And that is really beautiful. 3/4 of an inch. I'm actually, I don't know, 5/8. I'm seeing, I guess, yeah, 5/8. That's more proper, I suppose. Right there, though, at almost 3/4 of an inch. The post is straight, so it just makes it easier. I like to point that out. Curved posts can be a little more challenging sometimes to work through those lobes, but with the straight post, pops right in just like your studs do. And then, of course, all you have to do is flip up that omega style, and then voila, there they are. So beautiful on the ear for you, and you can really see that's what makes them so, I think, exciting is the fact that they have that width in addition to the length. So it's more than just about, oh, hey, they're 5/8 of an inch and they're going to give me a nice drop. It's instead also with the width, you get so much more wow factor when you've got a wider earring like that is. So let's go ahead and blow them out. They are so shiny and so bright. And then, of course, those diamonds, love, love, love. And they're going to be only one pair. So again, don't hesitate to dial in. Shyness isn't going to get you anywhere around here because you'll just be frustrated you miss out on everything. Want to make sure you get your favorites in. And let us know what your requests are too, because we'd love to help you out. It's amazing how, I know Sunday is going to be one of those days where I don't even want to plan a show because it's going to be all requests all day. But that's the thing. You don't need to wait till the last couple of minutes of the sale event. You can get those requests in now. Hang out with us. You never know. The weekends on summertime, I know they get busy, right? Things pop up. The calendar fills up. I know that's the way my summer is, where it's like, oh my gosh, I'm not even going anywhere. And yet things pop up, occasions and special events and all kinds of different things that happen this time of year. So we want to make sure you get the deal because you wake up on Wednesday and go, oh my gosh, I missed the sale. So that's why we want to help you out here today. Let us know what your requests are, or if I happen to show something that you just love, you pick up the phone, you dial in, and you get it before it's gone to someone else. So that's really the key here. But let's take it on down. We're going to make this even better than, no, $62.99 is not going to work. So we'll send it out right now for better than $7,000, better than 6 or 5 or 4 or 3. I was going to do 2 or maybe $19.99. Feeling extra giving on this big Thursday show that we've got, but I'll tell you what, let's make it even better than $19.99. Send them on out. Good luck, everybody. Here's where you want to get in as quickly as you can because I'm going to blow them out for just $1,499. They'll be much less at checkout for you, and that'll be $13.19 instead. And then yellow diamond, brand new earrings are coming out today. And I know with the way we've been selling yellow diamonds lately, cheap yellow diamonds. We had the bracelet, that tennis bracelet, unforgettable. We've had so many yellow diamond discounts and deals. Very excited to finally bring the earring that is the perfect size of a larger stud when I can't bring a lot of large yellow diamond individual stones, so we brought to the next best thing, which is the big cluster that you'll see. And then, could I give away a zircon, or maybe it's a cross pendant you want to see? That's a huge zircon. Here's the cross that's upgraded and updated because this doesn't look like your basic. Just in the way this isn't your basic hoop, that's not your basic cross pendant. This looks like you have emerald cuts. It's my #1, and of course, go figure, I tend to just fall in love with the things that are most expensive, and not because they are, just because, I don't know, it's one of those things where, you know, good taste can be a blessing and a curse. And yet, if you love emerald cuts, you know how pricey they are individually. Look at this. We could get you an entire, what looks like emerald cuts, but is actually baguettes and rounds together that gives you this undeniable sheen and flash and mirror-like finish. 111-8579. We'll get right to it. My earrings are here if you'd like them. Now we're talking diamond, cross, and looks like you have 6 individual emerald cuts. Instead, it's one 18-karat gold piece in white gold, a carat 06 just on the baguette. So that's most of your carat weight is the baguettes. And then you've got a few diamonds in the round brilliance, the traditional way, 9 points there. Here's your length, hidden bail, it's over an inch. It's 1.25 inches, top to bottom, all finished on the inside. Hidden bail behind that top portion, that's what it looks like. And when you see the way, here it happens. The movement of the cross, when it picks up the light, just completely like mirrors. This is the beauty of an emerald cut or a baguette. They work in a lot of the same ways. They have a lot of the same mirror-like finish or flash, and then we'll show you up close so you can see all that finishing that it's got. This is amazing, isn't it? And there's only one, and then I love the simplicity of the bars behind it. Really, it doesn't even, it's not something you make out from a distance, but up close you see how each section is put together and brought together so that that's almost like disappears as you wear it. It just looks like emerald cuts, and that would be if it was. If they were 1 carat emerald cuts and you had 6 of them, that would be something that would be in the, you know, close to 6-figure range if you got VS stones. Instead, get to go less than and lower. There's your back inside. That way it's finished. Really sets it up beautifully. Never going to flip or turn on you. And here's what we'll do instead of that $39.99. And we all need a really, really good classic, but sometimes we look for upgrades because most of the time we start with the round brilliance or just plain gold. And so to get an upgrade like those baguettes and the way they're put together to look like individual larger stones, when they're not small stones, you're still getting a carat 06 plus the 9 points. So overall, you still have a big, big carat weight here of a carat 15. But we're going to blow it out for better than 39. Actually, I was wrong. It's supposed to be $59.99. Right there is your cross. There's the price tag. I don't write those numbers. I know you probably think I do. I don't. I just don't write those. I'm not in charge of the pricing until I get up here and put on the microphone. And when that goes on, that's when I get to take you down even lower than $39 or $29.99. There is only one. Like I said, I think there's one exception to the one-of-a-kind rule tonight, and it's my yellow diamond earrings I flashed. Everything else, onesies, 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 that's all I got. And so here's what I'll do. Got to make sure they all go. Got to move about 500 pieces tonight. That's a lot to ask in 2 more hours. Let's do it. I think we can together, but it's going to take you and me together. Let's tag team this. Let's make it even better in price tag and blow it out for $19.99 only. That's it. $19.99, but $1,759 instead for all that 18 karat gold. That's what you call luxury right there. And that's about as high end as across as we have here on the show. We've developed hundreds of them over the years, hundreds. And yet totally different to see one like that. And it's our one only, and great investing into one, wear it every day. It's that great size that I think is, for a lot of us, 1 inch or thereabouts really does make it that everyday wearable. So yeah, it's a beauty, and it's all done in that 18 karat gold as well. So another one where most of this show, when a lot of you say, why is it that everybody's gotten rid of their gold? Why is it that everybody's gotten rid of their sterling silver? Why is it that I'm not even seeing gold platings anymore? Well, again, I think we get spoiled by the fact that we're actually taking you on an upgrade here where we don't even usually historically have seen a lot of 18, and we're seeing more 18 karat gold now than ever before. So that's hugely important. All right, I'm going to flash some things, see if there's anything you like. We've got this one, brand new, purple sapphire. We have a really cool zircon. That is a wonder ring attached to a zircon. It's your really cool museum gem that happens to be brought together with a double row wonder ring. Let's show you the heart-shaped copper bearing, which is pinky purple there. See how the sapphire is pure purple? And yet you have the more pinky purple variety, and then the best emerald I've seen around ever. There it is. That's my round emerald. That's not for the faint of heart because that is also a carat 52 in that center, in that round, and just as delightful as ever. And we even have Paraíba pendants, and I'm going to do a blue zircon wheel coming up at the top of the hour. So in about 12 minutes, you're going to see 3 brand new blue zircon rings, and we're going to blow them all out, even though they're brand new. And then, of course, we have our top of the hour in yellow diamonds as well. That'll be our next top of the hour. I can even bring you an emerald piece that matches. Okay, this emerald is so heavily reduced, it's silly. It's just downright silly. Look at this emerald. This emerald has a big, big designer diamond station at the top here that I will show you from a distance. This is emerald and platinum, and it's a 70-point ultra clean pear shape coming with the chain, which you can take off. Here's what it looks like from a distance. Wow. This has a bit of a North Star kind of look, and it is going to be platinum, 70 points on the emerald. Item number is 1127-188, and that's also 38 points in diamonds just up here. That's where your bail is. This chain is 16 inches in a box length, but you can use it with a different chain if you want because it'll come off. So it detaches from the pendant itself if you want it to. And it was $69.99. Now there are, I counted, 8 different markdowns on this emerald. And that's because, well, starting at $7,000, you've said no. No thank you, beautiful emerald, but no, $7,000 is a little out of budget. Let's do something really cool just to get it out the door right now. And watch this from a standpoint of the length here, 3/4 of an inch. On the neckline, looks like this. 16 inches sits right here. If that's just too snug for you, take it off this chain, sell this chain, or give it away, and then put this pendant on another chain that you do love, whether it's your DB2I or any other. You can put this on other chains. Not all pendants can come off their chain. This one can, and then you can still do what you need to do with the pendant or the chain if that's not something you need. So I'll show it up close here, and then we want to go ahead and give you that great blowout price. It is not going to be $69.99. We're talking about the pendant in the front here. Just going to give it away, and then you let me know if you like any of those rings that are sitting in the background with it. But we'll blow it out right now for just $1,999, and that's our brand new artwork down. It came down below our own cost, which no surprise, most of these price tags are. When they get that price, I give it on the air plus with your 12% off. So take advantage of it, and $17.59 if you'd like that gorgeous bright emerald. And then of course the only thing that could match it really in today is that round stone you see in that bridge, which also is brand new today. So consider that one. Top of the hour is almost here. We got 2 hours to go. We got a blue zircon brand new wheel. So it's our brand new blue zircon wheel. So the BNBZBW, which is the brand new blue zircon blowout wheel, is coming up. So that's exciting. And then we have those yellow diamond earrings and much more. A yellow diamond ring that's incredible with a larger stone in an oval. Also, if you like rubies, I'll just give this away. We got a ruby necklace in white gold. Here's the round ruby attached to a diamonds by the yard type of style because it's got a couple of bezel set stones. That's going to be ruby 1123288. That is the ruby necklace, white gold, halo around it, and then yes, you have bezel set diamonds here with it as well. So I'll show it on the hand and we'll get you the information. 3288 is a 40-point Burma ruby. In the round, there are your extra diamonds on the side, which are bezel set and pave here around the centerpiece. All adjustable, 16, 17, 18 inches in length. And let's take it on over to the neckline and show you there. So that's going to be our ruby and diamond piece, and it's under $1,000. Yay for rubies and this month's birthstone at an incredible value. And we'll blow it out right now for you at $699 if you'd like the ruby. So $699, and the glow of that ruby is amazing. $615, by the way, so you get about $75 off if you're taking advantage of that 12% off, and I don't see any reason not to. $615 for solid gold. It's in the white gold, 14 karat, and the round ruby with the round diamonds. Let me know on that one. We're just giving jewelry away. The cross is here. The gorgeous hoop earrings are here. Whatever it is you see and you love, take advantage because it's time to doubt. And look at that. That earring is just incredible. I'm loving those two. So maybe I'll be doing some shopping. I might do more shopping than you guys today. Already loving that opal pendant we had, and now the earrings in those hoops. All right, let's move on. And by the way, that zircon's under $2,000. If you want the zircon, just gonna put it out there. I mean, why not? Let's just do something. I'm just telling you, we're giving stuff away. It's 113, actually, no, 111. My goodness, it's so old it's new because we haven't seen this in many, many, many years. Kudos to you. If you remember this ring, then you've been with us for a long, long time because that's about 9 years old. And yet here's 1118126. This is one of the rarest stones I can show you, but ironically, it's one of the more affordable rings of the entire show today or through the whole event, which started over a month ago. So pretty exciting to see discounts like this on something so extraordinary and rare. It's our 4 karat 67. Hi, everybody. Welcome in. We've got about 2 hours left tonight. It's Thursday. We're live. We're coming from Los Angeles. My name is Lauren, and this is what we're doing. A green zircon in a nearly 5 karat size in this specialty cut, and it is attached to a wonder ring. So instead of putting it plopped on top of the wonder ring, centered up like every other ring you see, instead it's nestled on in to the chevron style that is the wonder ring, right? Double row wonder ring. That wonder ring on its own goes for more money than what we're doing with the 5 karat green zircon. And so it's a luxury stone. It's a rarity. It's double refractive. It's a green, but not too green, not too dark. That's what I love about this one. I'll try it on, and therefore you could also stack it with other things or put another wonder ring next to it, or even on the other side. Why not? Here's what it looks like on. Point it down or point it up. Doesn't matter. It's going to be really beautiful either way. Here's the display of that. Here's really illustrating how it looks. You might think one way, but then you might be surprised to know that you like it on different fingers of the hand, or like it in different positions, or like it maybe stacked with other things, whatever you want to do. But here's your chance to pick it up. And it's going to be amazing. but we do only have this one, and I need a caller because I already told you it's under $2,000, and it's $19.99 for the very first caller, and it is I feel like I'm doing loose gemstones because I haven't done loose gemstones since 2010. There was a mini series here where I spent a couple Thursdays in February a few years ago doing loose gemstones here at TVON. But other than that, it's been, since I did them regularly, since I really sold more gemstones than I sold jewelry. I was working 7 days a week at that time, and 4 days a week were gems and 3 days a week were jewelry, and that was last 2010. And yet I have flashbacks to those moments here when you're giving away jewelry at this level and seeing a nearly 5-carat green zircon go for $17.59. It feels like the loose gemstone days all over again, except that would be an incredible value even way back when, which was 16 years ago. 16 years ago, the last time I routinely sold loose gemstones as a regular, multiple times a week thing. So very exciting to see this value here. The gold alone is worth more. Forget about the diamonds and the green zircon. It's no matter how you look at this value, it equates to one of those real just moments where you think, how is that even possible? And it really shouldn't be. But again, happening right now for one caller, $17.59, and giving jewelry away is really what I told you we're about today, and that's exactly what has come to fruition here. So take advantage of that if you like it. We've shown you most of our jewelry so far. We're ready to keep it rocking. We've got the yellow diamonds that are new. This is the incredible yellow diamond earring. We took a cue from our friends at the designer, and we said, we can do it, and we can do it better. And so we did. We put those together for a few of you today. It's the only thing I've got more than one of. I also have this yellow diamond ring we're going to see later. It's the 109 oval. Then it's got almost 3 carats overall. So really important yellow diamond ring. If you want something a little larger, I'm going to blow out a tanzanite. It's a 3.5 carat, the size everybody's been asking for, with stacks of diamonds on the side. If you're looking for a $5,000 necklace, I have our DBTYs returned. It's $49.99, and I'll show it to you here. There's our DBTY. And actually, if you want the bigger one that we've ever done, there it is. It's 2 carats plus, 202 in diamonds. And if you would like to do an off-air price, I can do that and try to give you a secret price, because I'm not knowing about $49.99 is going to be a tough sell. It's going to be a tough ask, right? We're going to see if we can do something a little bit better, but I know how many of you have waited for this to return. It is here and available to ship, so just letting you know, that's the world-famous 202, and if you'd like an off-air, I can try to get that $5,000 price tag into something a little bit more acceptable for you, because I know you guys, and we're all about the values, and we want something really extra special. Now, if you love emeralds, do have this bigger emerald. This is the one, don't feel bad or anything, because I know this is the one that my mom wanted me to get for her. But I went a different route this year because jewelry's, that's something I did this year. But this is the one she wanted for her birthday. She just had a huge birthday just a couple of days ago. And yet I know this was her ring that she would have chosen out of everything in our inventory, by the way. And she sees all the shows like you do, and yet that's the one she wanted. So I'm just here to let you know that one's here, and a new markdown it got today. So that's, if it's been something you've been thinking about, today's the day to get it. That's our 2-tone 18-karat gold, 1130-554. Just letting you know, it's this gigantic marquise shape, covered in yellow and white diamonds, and then of course right there in the middle is one of the best glowing 1-carat Muzo Mine Colombian emeralds ever. And yet, if you've thought about this one too, I know it's that really, really important look. So that's going to have, look at that diamond white, carat 35 just on the yellows, 59 points in white diamonds, they're rose cuts and round brilliance, and then you have that amazing emerald. That one's actually got a new markdown today. So if you've been thinking about it, today is the day to get it, and then there's still 12% off. And I know it's weird, but I lean it like this just so you can see the whole thing while we can still be close. Because if I zoom back, we get the whole thing like this, but then you can't see the beauty of the stones individually up close. So I want to give you that look there. So forgive me for laying it on it more or less on its side, but I want you to still get to see the beauty of the emerald, the rose cut diamonds, the yellow diamonds, and the white diamonds together in a whopping amount of 18-karat solid gold. And then let me know on any of those other pieces, the emerald pendant, the necklace that was with ruby, the heart-shaped Paraíba. We've got our top of the hour coming up in 2 minutes, which means we get to talk zircons, and this is our green, but then we'll get to blues, which are all brand new, by the way. So we have 3 new ones you've never seen before. Mountings you've seen over and over, but zircons that are brand new in those mountings. So we'll show you a brand new wheel coming up. And just FYI, I know, don't get mad, I can't show this to you tonight because we're still working out some details on pricing, but there is something monumental happening on Saturday morning. And it's not for everybody, unfortunately, but it is going to be part of our sale, which I'm just thankful we got it in and ready, because I'd rather you shop this during the 12% off sale than when it's not. There's going to be something very special. I know what you're thinking. Oh my gosh, it's back. They're finally bringing back their diamond collar. It's back. Actually, no. This is actually something we've never had before. Let you know now, it's just your little sneak peek. It's your little like VIP. Just want to let you know in advance. This is coming up Saturday morning. It is limited. It's an entire diamond collar, but it's one we've never had before because we've upgraded our own diamond collar. By actually using yellow diamonds instead of white diamonds. Think about those of you, I'm thinking about everyone who has the bracelet that we had a few weeks ago, the yellow diamond tennis bracelet that was so amazing. Here's the yellow diamond tennis necklace. I know it's not exactly cheap. It's not going to be a couple of dollars. It's not going to be the pocket change in the couch, but it is going to be wild. And it's going to be our first time ever, and it's crazy limited. So that's coming up, and it will be 12% off because the sale will go through Sunday. I made sure of that so we could get this one in over the weekend. So that's something, I don't know of anybody else that has one. I mean, I've looked. Let me know if you have, because sometimes we're in, we're in different parts of the country. Maybe you've seen, maybe you've traveled. I don't get out. I don't travel. So I'm here with you guys. So I don't see the whole world. I don't know what's happening in Europe and Asia, but I will say right now, this is something that's going to be really tough to find anywhere else, and we're going to give you a wonderful TVON special. So that's coming up on Saturday morning. So yellow diamond collar. Okay, just want to let you know. Back to the wheel we'll go. Green zircon, $19.99. Then our zircon wheel's coming up with blues. So that'll be on the way. Can't wait to show that to you. A blue zircon, all brand new blowout wheel. So that'll be happening. But the green zircon is here for only $17.59. And let me know what you think also of that really amazing. Yes, we did. That's what I love. And yes, I think for those of you that say, yeah, I'd like to buy a loose stone, buy it in jewelry and take it out of the jewelry. It's better values than if you bought a loose stone separately. It really is, at least with us. That's the truth every time. So really excited about that, okay? And here we go. We're going to be on our way here with the really important blue zircon wheel. I want to welcome everybody to the show. Well, happy Thursday, everybody. Our final days of July. I don't know about you, but what a month it's been. Hasn't it been incredible? And I know if you've been here with us, hanging out at any point in July with us, you've been a part of this big sizzling summer sale. And to that, I say thank you all for enjoying the sizzling summer sale we've had going on since late June. It started right before our July 4th holiday weekend. It's continued throughout, but it does end this Sunday. So that gives you a few more hours to shop. It would be 11 more hours actually to shop. So that's it over the course of the next several days. So want to get those requests in. We haven't had any yet, but of course, welcome on to do that at any time. And that's the phone number you use. If you get in contact with me directly, that's fine too. I can go ahead and address that quickly as well. Otherwise, if you're not comfortable with that, you don't want to email a show host, that's fine too. You can go ahead and call us, okay? So we've got a blue zircon wheel. The beauty of this wheel is it's all brand new. And I know we're no stranger to brand new. I prioritized having at least 5 to 20 items of brand new every show this whole month. And that's no exception. But this time, they're going to be together, gathered up, having a little assembly here, a little party on their own. And it's really our fabulous brand new. So the BN, BZ, which is the brand new blue zircon blowout wheel. So that's very exciting. Let's show you all three. So they're all going to be good sized stones. They're all the bright turquoisey blue that are mined out. So no hope of getting these going forward. Here's the first option. And then there are 2 others as well that are coming up for you. But this has been a toughie. And it's not the easiest one. Oh my goodness. There's the last time we saw this mounting was yesterday with a cornflower blue sapphire. So it's a very important mounting, and yet now it's got the brightest blue of the emerald cut zircon. There's our cushion cut, and here's another emerald cut, a little more simple mounting here. I just love that we have one for everybody. Well, not everybody, but at least 3 of you who are fans of this incredible stone. Welcome into our last couple hours of Thursday night together. Hope that you will give us your requests or just be vocal here as far as what you're looking for and what you need. Because again, it sounds like a long way away. I almost hesitated. And they asked me, they said, do you want to tell people when this is ending or not? And I'm always about, I come from a journalism background. I went to the best school in the world for journalism. And was a serious journalist for a long time until I decided it was too depressing. And that was back in the early 2000s too, when it was less depressing than it is now. And I gotta say, it was not ultimately for me. So I got into the sports business, being my true passion in life, and did that for a while. But I still, and now that I've been in the home shopping world for all these years, I've gotta say that it really is still something that I hold dear. And so I just like to keep you as informed as possible, always, on whether it's, silly stuff like, questions about, gems or mountings or how jewelry is made or anything about anything. Really, we're an open book. But I just wanted to let you know, I know it sounds far away to say, hey, you got till Sunday when it's only Thursday. But it really is, considering we're not a 24-hour network, we're here 3 hours a day with you. It just really does narrow the amount of time that you have to save this 12%. And I know how difficult it can be when that goes away. Trust me, I know I got to be up here selling it at no discount. So again, want you to take advantage of all the great opportunities that we do have while they are still indeed here at 12% off. So we're going to take a look at our 3 brand new here. But again, this is really just exciting when we get to see brand new for you and get you these really fabulous ideas that I know and you know these are all $49.99 pieces or more, just based on what you see watching every single show we do. I've got larger stones here. For example, the one in the center is at $280. Now listen up, because I know these are important carat weights, but that's first of all 18 karat gold, the one in the middle, and you get the 280 stone. So that's very impressive. Then it's got the diamond weight. That's going to be another 34 points. Now, they're trillions and rounds. Let's go over here. Large, heavy mounting. 261 is the size of that stone. Emerald cut, 43 points in diamonds, but they're going all side to side, top to bottom on a very large, heavier mounting. And then we go over here. That would be the largest stone of the bunch. That's the 2 carat 97 emerald cut, 22 points in the diamonds, and very excited to have all 3 at the same price. So this is not going to be about get the one that's cheapest. No, they're all going to be cheap, cheap, and they're all going to be really discounted because they're supposed to be $49.99. We'll go even lower. Again, they're all brand new right now, so you've never seen these before. They're not even earlier in this week or in this day. It was all brand new today. All of them finished this afternoon. We are our own manufacturer, so we get to bring you those brand new every single day, and this is no exception, but it's the blowout price you're getting that makes everyone exceptional when they're close to 3 carats in size, and that's true because again, that's going to be the 2 carat, that again is the 2 carat 80. And then we've got the 261 over to the right. And then this one's the largest at 297. Let me know which one you like. 18 karat gold in the middle, 14 karat gold on the sides, all staying in the white gold, but we will size them for you. And I'm going to wait till we have some callers because these get real inexpensive. And blue zircon is not. It's just there are inexpensive stones out there and we don't carry them. And then there are different levels within the natural of the high end of what we call really fine jewelry or high jewelry. That's what we're bringing you on a consistent basis. However, certain stones are just more elite than others. I need you on the lines ready to go because I want you to get your favorite. I know that it tends to be that inevitably, without a doubt, there's always going to be a couple people on that one style. By calling it early, it does give you that really nice front of the line opportunity where you get first dibs, and you know there's going to be other people who like the same piece that you do. So really important. Vital to dial in as early as you can, okay? I recommend it, and you don't have to buy it. Everyone thinks we're going to tie you down and force you to buy it and say, okay, now you, no, it doesn't work that way. It's just about giving you the opportunity so that if I go lower than you think I might, because after all, it is a blowout. Want to make sure you have that opportunity to save and save some more and get that savings you love. And by the way, they're not $49 or $39 or even $29.99. This is how you move jewelry. You sell stuff cheaper and it goes faster. It's simple as it gets. And then by the goodness of TVON saying, let's continue a sizzling summer sale. So even on the brand new that I could have waited till next Wednesday to show you, could have done for full price at $49.99, could have sold them that way. Instead, no, got them finished today so they can be part of this 12% off sale and get to be discounted before that 12% even happens. So automatically, you want to talk low prices? We got $29.99. That goes down even further. Stop what you're doing and pick up the phone if you want any one of these. Just gorgeous, elegant. This emerald cut, $297. This is a cushion. This is also an emerald cut, but done. Do you want the wider mounting? Do you want a more simple halo? Totally up to you. I'll tell you, it'd be cheaper if we could do like plating or sterling, but you have made it clear that is not what you're interested in. That's where every other place on TV, that's what they're giving you. You need somebody who's still going to deliver the gold, still going to deliver solid gold. But again, I think what happens is we lose sight of the fact that when all we ever have to look at everywhere else is sterling or plated, stainless steels, plated with other metal, it becomes very difficult. I know you can't tell by looking. I know, I get it. A stainless steel can look exactly like a gold if you've only got a little bit of it. It's hard to tell by looking at something, but I think we get really caught up in comparing what we do in gold to what we see in stainless steel out there everywhere else. And everyone's had to, out of necessity, do that because they can't actually make up for the elevation in prices and still offer their customers a value. We are still bringing you the absolute finest and high-end you can bring in jewelry and have still found a way to bring down the pricing. That is really what exceptional value is all about. And I get it, fine jewelry is going to the wayside. There are still, you have proven, if you're a TVON viewer, you have proven you still are interested in owning the best of the best. You want quality that lasts and endures. You want something special. You want something that's not going to turn or change color on you. You want all those features, and yet I'm sure you still want a value. I'm going to make fine, fine, fine jewelry a costume jewelry price tag when you're getting also fine diamonds and gems and exotics to the point of mined out here in this blue zircon assortment. And by the way, they're not even $24.99. Pick up the phone and dial in, get your favorite. Alex, were you taking something from earlier? You got it. Wonderful. Who got that one? I'm thrilled. Did you say Connie? Wonderful. Thank you, Connie. She picked up the emerald necklace from earlier, so that one's now gone. And now we got to see who wants a zircon. And you are obviously telling me you need a better price tag. You want something more special. You need a better discount. You need a lower price. You got it. But dial in. Giving jewelry away. Happy Thursday indeed. A wonderful time to start shopping. And I get it. We got yellow diamonds over the weekend. Those collars are not going to be inexpensive. I mean, it's a collar. It's got $10,000 of gold to start. So you put in diamonds all the way through, it's going to get a little pricey. But it's fun to bring it anyways, nonetheless. And we'll do everything we can during this 12% off sale. We are working really, really hard to make sure that we can still bring you fine jewelry that you adore at a price that is the best case possible. And that's what's happening right here. Blowout on brand new. You know what? It's not going to be even 24 or 23 or 22.99. Let's keep it going. Keep the party and the blowouts and the discounts and the brand new going all night long. And you know what? We'll take them down below 22 or 21. How about skip it. How about $19.99? Your $17.59 price at checkout instead for 60 seconds. And let me know which one is your favorite so we can help you out. Try them on if you like, and then we can go that way. But they all stay in the white gold. They're all going to be sized for you, and we still sizing and shipping for free. So that's important as well. But we got 60 seconds with those, and all just really around 3 carats in their size. So these are not small zircons. Not at all. Oh, there are pink diamond drop earrings that are quite luxury. The yellow diamond earrings are coming up at the top of next hour. And that's going to be the yellow diamond studs that I have that are new for you, that are modeled after a great designer, but the designer ones are $7,000. We're going to make them in a, I think, prettier version because they're much more consistent color. And we're going to have those for you coming up at the top of next hour, which is 7 o'clock Pacific. And that's also 9 o'clock for our Central Time Zone and 10 o'clock Eastern. Okay? So we'll have that on the way. And then again, if anyone wants a DBTY, a little off-air discounting price tag on the DBTY if you want our 202 and our tanzanite. And then there's a rhodochrosite, one of the world's rarest stones, coming up in a pendant. Let me show that to you, 112-7264. On the way, welcome in. All right, we're gonna move those aside. Thanks for looking at them. Very excited to have blue zircons. This one is just amazing. It's a radiant cut, and it's that hot pink we love. But this is a stone that I don't think everyone's aware of or probably familiar with at this point, and that's because it's really, really rare. It is a gorgeous, what we're calling an emerald cut, but it's clearly a radiant cut. It's got this really pretty spiky design, and I don't mean like get out your leather jacket and, rev up your Harley and, put black spikes on your leather jacket and your combat boots. I mean just an elegant way that you see that pointed design top and bottom, which really suits the fastening well. You ever think about matching the design to the faceting? It's the thing that us crazy kooky people that are designers think about, is how can we really make sure that everything works visually together and really, really well. So this is where, again, because I see spike and it sounds like very rough, it sounds very edgy. And I have no problem with that. I love that. I love that. Like, yeah, I got all kinds of phases. I'm in my, look like I'm going to Shania Twain karaoke later today. So again, whatever kind of style, that's the beauty as women. We can embrace different styles every day. And trust me, I'm someone who likes to do that. So here's where we have that beautiful, elegant, kind of pointed design. Looks like those really elegant North Star designs that we see throughout H. Stern's design and everywhere else, and yet done in pave, but surrounding still stone that is really a collectible. Talk about loose stones. A lot of you are chatting about loose stone collecting and where you started and where you began, and I've got to say, rhodochrosite's a toughie. It's a toughie. I think back to all my years of doing this, loose stones, faceted jewelry. There's just not a lot of rhodochrosite unless it's a gem specimen like a cabochon or a rough material where it's just a piece of rough. And they're astronomical in price because they are so rare. You've got one mine in the world, in Colorado of all places. So essentially good old US of A made, but of course by Mother Nature. But you have this really pretty pinky. I would say this is where kind of Spinell's got its competition cut out for it, because Spinell's from Mahenge mine in Tanzania are known for that hot pinky red. I think this in-gem quality can do it even better and still give you a luxury because of the rarity, right? It's amazing, it's bright, it's beautiful, and it's 7/8 of an inch and it's in platinum. Now, here's the deal. I'm gonna give it away. It's really, really rare, still wearable. I love the idea of stacking too. If this is really petite for you, put it on with other pieces and layer those up. It's a really chic look. And then I think the natural elongation really looks good with that too. Let me show it to you from a distance, okay? So this is really beautiful. And this is really just, it's got a good length. So it's narrow, but it's lengthy. So you see there, 7/8, but you see how bright? Pink sapphires, Mahenge spinels, put them aside for a minute. Let's look at the beauty and the glow of rhodochrosite and how bright it is, even up against another pink in the ruler here. That's 3/4 of an inch. Well, is it 3/4 or 7/8? Let me make sure I'm lined properly here. Yeah, 7/8. 7/8 of an inch, just under 1 inch in its length. I tell you, this is not going to be easy to do at this price tag, but I want to get the phone lines ringing. I know we can do it. When you price things cheap, they go. Look at that. How about it? The bright glow pink, the diamonds are even in the bail. We didn't leave the bail blank. We decided to add diamond pave there too. And you have one incredible style. Now, just hanging out with you on a Thursday, couldn't be happier about these values we get to treat you to. And it stays in platinum. Let's just give it away. I know, it's supposed to be $39.99. There is not a single solitary human being that's gonna say that's a great deal, even though it is. I'll be the first one to say, I mean, the last time I was at the wholesale trade show was this June. It was June, Las Vegas, got there for about 20 hours. And maybe 20 hours max. It was about 20 hours with travel. And I've got to say, the interesting thing was, there was rhodochrosite there. And I met up with one of my favorite gem dealers for exotics in the world, but his rhodochrosite was all rough material. It was specimens. It was the type you leave in a little plastic box with a little clear lid and you put in your safety deposit box, and maybe once every 10 years you'll look at it and go, oh yeah, I forgot I had this. That's cool. Wear it. Enjoy it. Have the pinky red glows be this wonderful addition to your wardrobe, jewelry wardrobe that is, that really does go with everything. You got a blank canvas of a blank palette of wardrobe, fine. Let the hot pink be the star, because this stone, you put it in any arena, any museum, any designer house, when you talk about ateliers or great designer retail, or even right here at a good old home shopping network, it's the star. I don't have a rare stone to show you tonight than this one. And ironically, I'm thinking I need to make this the most affordable item of the night as well. And I'm going to do that right now, okay? At least going forward, because I know some of our pieces already sold out. Let's do this one, guys. Not even $999 for a rhodochrosite in platinum with diamonds. And no, it's not going to be $999 either. We're going to go even less, and this is where you have to dial in, because one-of-a-kind jewelry is one-of-a-kind jewelry, and it's important to pick it up before it's gone, because you know it's inevitable at that price. Truth is, I'm taking it less than even $899, and you get 12% off, so it's shopping time. And we'll make this $888 on discount tonight, and that's $781 at checkout for you instead. So much, much better value and a really important piece. And let me know who's got it, because again, affordability like that just doesn't happen. I have literally 10-point Paraibas, not as rare as rhodochrosite. They're $4,000. They're $4,000, they're right here. I have a stone that is a 52 point, smaller. Here's my 52-point Paraiba pendant. I got the earrings, I got the pendant. Here's the 52-point Paraiba. That's $10,000. So again, here's a stone that is more rare, beautiful. It's a larger size than that Paraiba even was, and it's $781, yet set in platinum with diamonds. Incredible value there, and my only rhodochrosite piece of jewelry here. That's it. That's the one to get right there. Actually, I can't say that. There's that one pendant that's $70,000. We have one pendant. I don't know if you remember, I brought it out one day as a museum masterpiece must go. It's $70,000. It's a rhodochrosite pendant as well. It's a little larger, but it's $70,000, yes. All right, so let me know if you like that one. We're gonna move on. I've got, I don't know, I'll figure out something else to show you. We have some pink diamond earrings here on the way. Let me just flash these for you. These are awfully beautiful. It's a left and right design, a beautiful drop. It's been a very, it's been an intense night for earrings and pendants and necklaces. That's most of what we have here tonight. Take a look at this. This is going to be on the hand here because, well, they're a drop. So I really want you to see how beautiful. They look like a fine. Can you imagine, you guys ever shop in like high-end designer retail for clothing and accessories where they have a great scarf and it's like the only way to get something under $10,000 is to buy a scarf. And it's a silk scarf, and it's made in France or Italy. And there's one in particular I'm thinking of that even the scarves are literally thousands of dollars. Well, here is that look, but in diamonds and gold. And those are not just any diamonds. They're pink and white diamonds together. We have one pair, and I want to blow them out. 111-7101 is the number. That goes way back. There's 79 points here of pink diamonds and 1 carat 35 of white diamonds. A grand total here. It's incredible. When you think about just the pinks alone, it's impressive to see 79 points. We don't get that every day. But then you get the white diamond weight, which is well exceeding a carat and a third. That is so exciting to see all that together. And yet one pair of earrings, two-tone gold, starts with a hoop, ends with this beautiful flowing like scarf-like design. Because if I were to drape a scarf from a point, it would drape a lot like you see this, except instead of silk, this is actually made in solid 14 karat gold. How about that? Isn't that an impressive earring? You can see left and right design. I opted with the more narrow side on the inside and the longer side on the outside just because that's how I would choose to do it. But we're gonna show them to you on, and we're also gonna show you the finishing. But I wanted you to see the size generally from a distance away first, okay? And then what I'm gonna do is borrow this one while I show this one up close. Rhodochrosite, let me know if you'd like it. Here's the earring up close, and obviously they're gonna be identical. I'm showing you first that way because I want you to see the dimension of it. That's where you have, talk about, yeah, did you notice the old item number? We're not making jewelry like this with $4,000 or $4,500 an ounce gold prices. But back when I started here, gold was less. It was about $2,000 an ounce. So, you know, you could make jewelry with multi-layers like this and do this great wraparound front and back design. Here's what they look like on. Just want to get you started with that very quickly so you can see the beautiful look they have and how large they are, because they are pretty impressive. And you can see how I opted. You could do it the other way where you have the fold on the inside and then the flared outside on the other. Yes. Rhodochrosite. All right, so that's verifying. And then here's what I'm going to do on this earring, which is one pair only. And then, of course, that's a click-in style closure, so it's hinged at the bottom of the hoop, and then it just clicks closed. So it's really simple and easy. And we're going to go really, really affordable here. So let's take you on back up close, and I'll hold these up for you so you can see all the details front and back. And we need one collar because they're uber designer, but they're really, really inexpensive, especially when you consider what they are. There's your inside. So they're going to be mostly rose gold from the back. And then you've got the rose and white gold stripes, that beautiful striped effect. And a total of 214 in diamonds for the earring, where a large part of that are pinks. Very impressive there. If you think I'm hiding something with the other one, no, I just had to get it off with my left hand here. So here's the other one that I've got off with my left hand so I can show you up close. There's the other. So there's that matching. And we have one pair. Tell you what, I'm going to make this real simple. I was considering taking offers on it, but I think I might get too much money if I do that. Because I know you know what great pink diamonds and white diamonds in a lot of gold go for. So here's what I'm going to offer for you. I'm not going to take your offers because you'll pay too much. I'm going to have you get on the phone lines if you like them. Because I can promise you right now, one of the greatest values of TVON all time. That's all I can promise you right now. There's a discount? Sure. Go ahead. I don't really care. I want to make sure the price that I give you before 12% off is the best you've seen. And if that makes you happy, that's half the battle. Take the extra 12% off, save a bundle. But here's what I'm going to do. One pair of earrings. They're supposed to be $14,499. That was a price 9 years ago, by the way. 9 years ago. Things have gone up a bit, haven't they? I know everything I shop for has gone up in 9 years. Everything. But especially pink diamonds, and especially white diamonds, and especially gold. And that happens to be what we sell. So if you would like to go ahead and get them right now, and again, one more time here from a distance, so if you missed that shot earlier, here's what they look like as they drape, as they move. But if you love them, I will take them less than 14,000 plus. I'm going to take them less than 10 grand. Come on in. Don't be shy. They will go. There's one pair. That's all I have. I wish I was kidding. I wish I was just saying that. I wish I had 2 or 3 of everything. I don't. So let's go even lower than $49.99. Here's your chance right now. These are really beautiful. and they're not heavy. Did you see them pulling at my ear at all? No, not at all. There's your 1 5/8. That's accurate. It's not $49. They're not $39. And you know what? They're not even $29.99. You might as well say goodbye to them now. But I'll go even lower than $29.99. And that is the only earring. And no, we will never make some, unless gold crashes to $200 an ounce. I'm not making earrings like that going forward because it's impossible to do and still provide you with a value. And they're not even $29.99. Go ahead. Take even a bigger discount for you, then you save your 12%. Let's make them $2,888. They are $25.41 at checkout, and I could stand here all night and sell them if I had them, but I have one pair. That's it, one pair. That's all I've got. And let's take a look up close again. The finishing, the beauty, the diamonds, the pave, all the way through. That's got to go. They can't stay here. $25.41 at checkout. Amazing. And then how about that big emerald ring? Anybody interested in that big emerald ring that I showed you? Our emerald with yellow diamonds and white diamonds and all of that. That 1 carat emerald with, what did it have, like 2 carats, 25 in diamonds, mostly yellows. All right, we got to move. Pink diamonds are mine too. I'm shopping a lot today. Although I pay more than you guys do. I don't get 12% off. That doesn't happen. So true story. True story. I don't get discounts here. So that's when you know. You know, I have friends that work at that big network and they work at the other place and they get literally 50% off everything they shop for. I'm like, well, that's when you know there's some margins built in. I don't just feel comfortable shopping because I'm just saying I don't get a discount because we offer discounts to everybody. Why play favorites because someone shows up here and works here every day? We don't. We just give everybody the discount. Everybody gets discounts. You get them. I get. We all. That's the thing. Our price tags are our discounts. There's nowhere else to go. All right, $28.88. They're $25.41 at checkout for the pink and white diamond earrings. Let's keep moving. I do want to show you. This is our purple sapphire, brand new today. Showed a little bit earlier, just wanted to show it to you again. It's 113-1834, and then we'll get to, we're only about 35 minutes away from showing you our yellow diamond earrings that we also have as brand new today. The big special of the night are those yellow diamond studs. They're a larger stud earring. They're not your basic stud with one stone. Instead, they're lots of stones brought together in a big idea. So that's going to be a lot of fun. And don't forget about the rhodochrosite. Here we are with our sapphire. That's a 1834 is the number. It's all 14 karat gold, yellow gold designer mounting. That has a 206 pair in the center. It's unheated, untreated, and then you got a bunch of diamonds. 18 on the baguettes, 25 points in the rounds, and all together that really special look that we just enjoy so much, where you got 43 points overall in diamonds, but still keeping it as a halo, just dressing it up a bit. So we only have this one here. It's a really luxury type of sapphire because the purples are really rare. The purples are a little more exotic because you need vanadium present in the stone when the crystal grows in nature to have a purple sapphire be the end result. And that's a lot more rare to find any vanadium out there as an element in the world. We see a lot more iron and titanium, which is why you have more blue sapphires. Even if you go to the red variety of corundum, which is the ruby, of course, that's chromium. So again, different elements make different colors of stones. We know that. That's at least naturally. If you're in a lab, it's a different thing. It's a little different aspect. You can kind of make whatever you want. It's different when you're relying on Mother Nature to give you what you need, and it's those different elements that are going to produce different colors, and that's why certain ones are more exotic than others. Certain you're going to see more blue sapphires than you're going to see the purples or the padbarashas or the yellows or the greens or the pinks. So that's how that works. So this is really uber rare. It's our purple. It's a rich color, and to think that it's also all natural and unheated, untreated, well, that's also another like feather in your cap of rarity here. So very important. And we're going to blow it out right now. One only, brand new tonight, a real luxury way. Now you might ask, well, what's the advantage of getting a purple sapphire? There's other purple stones out there. I could go get a garnet. You could, but it's not as rare a variety. And also, I think from a practicality standpoint, it's not as durable. A tanzanite's not as durable. A garnet's not going to be as durable. A sapphire is a 9, so you really can't beat that unless you're looking at a purple diamond, which purple diamonds don't get that color. So they're more lilac or lavender. So it's nice to have that durability with the sapphire that gives you the confidence to wear it and enjoy it all the time and never have to worry about really scratching it. So that, I think, is an advantage there. We're going to go ahead and blow it out. is what we do, even though it's brand new and it's our first time tonight seeing this one, and at least getting all your descriptions and all that beautiful close-up. And I think we've got our first request of the night, which is wonderful to see for Linda. So we'll bring those marquise leopard opals out for you. But I'll tell you what we'll do on this one. It's $29.99 first caller, and it sounds like that may be already gone too, because that's how quickly things are going tonight. And then look at this, Linda. We've got, we had the pear shapes yesterday, and now we have a marquise in a matched pair of leopard opals out of Mexico that are giving us nearly 9 carats of opal. And I think this could be the coolest ones we've seen yet, just because, well, there's less of the black basalt stone and more color. And so it's a little easier to see the different colors coming through than when, let's say, you have a lot more of the pattern taking over that can kind of negate some of the colors you see. So I think that's really exciting, how you see a lot more blues and greens and different colors. I know they don't sit on their own, my apologies. I'm gonna get you the other one here. It's 113-1507. They're marquise shapes. They're all bezel set. We leave it open in the back. Why not? See the beauty of that stone naturally through the back as well. It's our leopard opals. $877 is the carat weight, and then 7 points in diamonds right up front in that lever back. So I only have the one pair. That is true with all of the leopard opal earrings I brought to you. I think we're just lucky to see anything in leopard opals matched up like this. And here's what they look like from a distance. The length is gorgeous. They are not oversized. I'll show them on, as I always do, so you can make sure that they're right for you before you take the plunge. They're 1.5 inches. They're a lever back. So again, attached to the backing, no worries about losing any backings. And yet one of the rare of the opal varieties, but we see it very, very little here. Here's what they look like on. So again, just a beautiful idea. They're lightweight. They have all the different colors, especially if you're a blue and green lover. I think you're going to really enjoy these as well. And I'll just blow them out. They're not even $19.99, which yesterday's were. It was 24 hours ago. I was showing you almost the identical earring, but in a pair instead of the marquise. The marquise a little more luxe, a little bit larger look. I love the way they drape too, because they get narrow at the top and bottom. The marquise looks gorgeous on, really elongating, right? That's the beauty of it. And you can really see those colors just as I move and speak to you here. I know it's up close, but it's worth it to see them on, I believe. And yet you've got that beautiful movement, but just see automatically the colors that come through is really attractive. A lot of blues and greens there. And you know what? They're less than $19.99. As we go back up close, I'll prop them up for you again, and we'll do better than 19, shall we? I think that's what we're craving. Better deals, better discounts. Let's blow them out right now, $17.77, so that they can be even more affordable. 12% off, take it while it's here. $17.77 and 12% off, that makes them $15.63. Weird numbers, I know. If you're looking for round numbers, this ain't your sale. But as long as you want to save the maximum amount of money, that's what the sale's about. It may not be a round number, and that's okay. But if you have a phobia with, a little, dollars and cents and change and not round numbers, then this ain't your sale. But we're saving you a ton of money. $17.77, it's $15.63 at checkout. I know somebody like that. They won't buy something unless it's a round number. They won't buy. It's one of those weirder phobias. I don't know if there's a name for it, but it's a weirder one, I think, But here we are, $15.63. As long as I'm saving money, I'm happy. I like saving so that I can just shop some more. So here we go, $15.63, one pair. Let me know who would like those. Our heart-shaped copper bearings coming up. And proud to say this is one of the most affordable. Those are gone, congratulations. And then we can always bring out the pear shapes if you missed them yesterday, because they were similar in style and price tag. But here's our heart shape. This is a real pinky purple. It's got a nice blend. I would say really 50-50 on the pink and purple together here. 113-1848 is the number. And welcome into our last little bit of Thursday. We got 90 minutes left to go. The yellow diamond earrings are our most extraordinary value on our brand new piece tonight. So those are coming up. You only have about 27 minutes and 35 seconds to wait. But who's counting? I'm excited about them. They're really beautiful. They're inspired by a great designer style that we have sitting here on discount, but the designer style a lot more, and they aren't as pretty. So it's just that simple. So if you can get better quality and a better price tag, I think we're all for it. But this is special too. It's 113-1848. It's our carat 22 heart-shaped copper bearing. It is a beautiful stone. So it's not just tourmaline. It's got the color that has a beautiful pinky bright purple. It's a real blend, but it's got neons, and the neons are thanks to a copper element. Now, Somebody just got really confused the other day. I knew we had a customer who shopped a purple stone, and it was copper bearing, and they were a little bit worried because they were told by a gemologist that it had less copper than the greens. And I'm going, yeah, well, I've said that once or twice or a million times. But again, for the record, like we were just talking about, you know, we talked about the purple sapphires has a different element to make it purple, and iron titanium makes a blue sapphire blue, and vanadium makes purple sapphire purple, and a chromium makes a red ruby red, and it's part of the sapphire family, part of the corundum family. You get the idea. So different elements, right? But the copper, how can copper make different colors? Kind of confusing, a little different. Tourmaline works a little differently than some, and there are different amounts of copper. I've been telling you since 2004 was when I introduced Paraibas to the world of television. 2004, that was 22 years ago. And I was bringing out loose stones at the time. Loose stones only. They weren't in jewelry yet. It was loose stones primarily, and yet it was a lot of the different colors, the greens, the yellows, the pinks, the purples, the blues, and the blue-greens. All those different colors were on display from the early days of bringing Paraiba, if you're with me back in those loose gemstone days, a lot of years ago. But always touched on the fact that there are different amounts of copper, but just because you have less copper in one color than another doesn't mean it's not copper-bearing. I would liken it to, let's just use an example here. If you're making chocolate chip cookies, and you add just a few chocolate chips instead of a lot of chocolate chips, I guess they're still chocolate chip cookies, aren't they? It's just some of you are more generous with the chocolate chips and some are a little skimpy. They're still chocolate chip cookies. The question is okay, so what constitutes a copper bearing? Does it have copper? If there's a copper content, now the purples have less copper than the blue-greens and the greens, but they're still copper bearing. And so that's when you can, now there's plenty of stones out there that are tourmaline that don't have any copper. They can't be called copper bearing. They cannot because they don't have copper. And yes, they can be pink, and they can be green, and they can be blue. We saw one earlier. We saw an indicolite. Did it have copper? No. So I didn't call it cuprian. Does that make sense to everybody? Cuprian albaite, okay? So that's where, again, just remember that. So this is going to be our 122 heart shape, 40 points in diamonds. Hopefully that gives you some guidance, because if nothing else, if we're not here to shop, we're here to learn. And that's the beauty. And if you shop along the way, that's wonderful. But learning is really a priority, again, of mine, is that we can learn about gems along the way while we show you beautiful jewelry. Because I always find that we, you know, when we're investing into really fine jewelry, listen, I don't need to know everything about a CZ or a simulant. It's not all that important. And it's also not that big of an investment. $100, $200, $300, not that big of an investment. Fine jewelry is an investment, always has been, always will be. So it's nice to know what you're getting in on, especially when, I get it, you could shop in every store other than ours and walk through every one of them and not see something like this. So it's really my obligation to make sure that you're aware. This is not a garnet. It's not a sapphire. It's not any of those other stones that are more commonplace. So hopefully, and again, if you ever have any questions, you know, we are here live. We are doing these shows in real time, and that's why that phone number's there. You can call and request something. You can ask a question. We're here to help. So always a priority of mine as someone who is an educator at heart. Let's go ahead and blow this out. It's our major value, and now we put the sale together with the better value and the better price tag than you've ever seen before. So that just makes it even more fun if you are inclined to shop. So how about the heart shape extra special on its fabulous look there. It's great shape, the little split shank just as it leads up to that center halo. And then we take a look at it here on the hand, and oh, simple and elegant. Really straightforward and beautiful. You can see how it's got that neon pop. That's what one of the real, I think, visually striking examples of what copper bearings do is they give us a neon kind of glow. They really do. They're electrified. They're very special. The other ones don't do that as much. So even if you don't have confirmation that it's copper bearing, you're usually going to see an extra glow to those stones that do have that copper content. All right, let's blow it out. 10,000? No. It's not $99.99 any longer. We got the heart shape. I even had a larger one yesterday. It was 11 carats if you're interested in a true purple copper bearing heart shape that's like purple, no pinks. Here's a pinky purple. It's not $49 or $39 or $29.99. And that is a collector's stone because, like I said, you can walk into a lot of jewelry stores and find a lot of different things, but finding copper bearing stones is not going to be readily available in anywhere you shop. And even if you're thinking, well, what if I go to that high-end store on Beverly Hills Rodeo Drive, the world famous Rodeo Drive, and I walk in all the high-end stores where everything in sterling is thousands of dollars. They're not going to have it either. So blue greens, yes, but only for the VIPs, specialty clientele. You got to have an appointment. You got to be a regular shopper with the brand, get invited in, that kind of thing. It's a whole different deal. So it's nice to have the luxury brought to your home, and really affordably so, and this price tag getting discounted again, so it's only $1,999 instead, $1,759 at checkout. Okay, so we're gonna get a move on. We got 20 minutes to our yellow diamond earrings, which I know we're all excited about. We also have some really, don't forget about those pink diamonds that we had, the pink and the white diamonds in that almost scarf-like design. I have been waiting to show this to you. I know our emerald piece sold earlier, and this is from the same designer, and I'm gonna bring it right on in. Take a look at the most epic ruby. I have fingerprints on everything, and I promise you, I'm working on it. Look at that, that's a ruby right there. And starts with a stiletto, drops that pear shape a little lower than the chain itself, so it's really elegant. The way this is that gorgeous Y style necklace, it's 113-1720. It's your first time ever seeing this. It's a platinum piece with the chain for free, box link chain adjustable, free of charge to you, and take the chain, do whatever you want. If you want to take it to the local shop at the strip mall that buys your gold, go ahead. They'll buy platinum too. Go ahead. They'll give you good money for that chain if you don't need it. But I say have it match. Here's your Mogok Burma Carat 07 pair. Could that be any more on point, on fire, glowing blue and red? It also has 88 points in just the baguettes. You see how big they are. Then the rounds are 26 points. So you're getting well over a carat in your ruby and your diamonds overall here. And it's in platinum with the chain. And look at all those diamonds. This is the big round, then the smaller rounds, leading into the double halo that's done in an upgraded way. Here's what it looks like from a distance. Adjustable chain. The chain is fully adjustable from 18 inches on shorter. And look at that drop. This is so attractive. This is very elegant. And let's take a look at it this way so you can get you an idea of the length here. 1 3/4. In the drop, you see that chain? That's where you adjust it. Slide that bead. Right now, it's about a 10 inch. We can make it up to 18 inches. Let's take a look at it on the neckline as well. And that's why you might want to wear it. I know a lot of you like 18-inch chains. You may wear this a little bit shorter just because there's so much drama in the length of the actual pendant. So it's something where even if you're thinking, I'm never going to use that beyond 18, you might, because you got a lot of length. Yeah. Heart-shaped copper bearing's gone. Congratulations. Thank you. But isn't that something special there? As we close out July, we honor the birthstone for this month with one of the greatest examples of ruby in a pendant of all time. Take a look at it up close again, and let's see what we can do to make our $12,999 piece more accessible to that one lucky caller out there that would like to own it. If you are that caller, please give me a quick buzz here on the phone lines. We're going to make this really happen for you. Without a doubt, it will go. And then we'll bring out that big emerald again. We will. But let's just go ahead and get this out of here. For better than even, my cost is over $7,800 on it. I'm not going to get 15. I'm not going to get 13. I'm not going to get 7,800. And I'm not going to get 7. And it's not even my piece. We didn't make it. This is a designer piece. Yeah, you better believe it. Lots of big diamonds there. And what we'll do is take it less than 7, 6, or 5,000. And big rubies, when they hit the 1 carat mark, ultra rare. May not be in other stones, but it is in ruby. Because they're chromium rich, and the chromium, unfortunately, doesn't produce large sizes, doesn't let Mother Nature get into big crystal sizes or rough. So you just don't see bigger sizes in rubies. It's not 59, 49, 39. When Mama got sale, we got sale. So here's what I'm going to do. It's better than $2,999. It's epic. We've already saved you 10 grand. I'll keep on going. I so badly want this to go, especially the celebration. I had like 18 birthdays every single day in my circle of family and close friends. Every single day this month. I love July for that reason, because every day feels like a special day. Every day feels like celebrating the ones you love. And this is the way, gemstone-wise, we celebrate the ones we love in July. And it's not 29. And as we are in our last hours of July, I say, let's get this done. Let's not do 29 or 28 or 27. If that's still here, it might not matter what I do, because that price is already way too low. But instead, let's see if it counts. Let's see if it matters. Let's see if it makes a difference. $2,699 and $23.75 for one of you at checkout instead. $23.75 on a gorgeous Burma ruby and diamond pendant. Sorry, I had to get my other hand because I had to, so I'm sorry to leave you with that look, but here it is. And wild, doesn't it? Look at the inside. All of that platinum. The huge 107. Don't forget about that chain, which you can use at any length up to 18 inches. And $23.75. You don't really think that's going to stay here. There's no way. Look at that. That's so much elegance. I can't even stand it. It's so good. All right, next up is going to be our returning. I'm going to bring the emerald back. I'm going to return it down to the, we're going to bring it down in price too. We're going to return it to the airwaves here, bring out the large marquise shape with the emerald, and it's going to be a lot of fun. Now, if you like necklaces, can I just show you this? We have a huge diamond here. If I'm giving away necklaces, let's keep it going. I'm going to just flash in 112-7590. Look at this. This is a yellow diamond. We have upgraded. First of all, let me know if you got the ruby. Do you have the ruby necklace? Congratulations. Ruby necklace is gone. Now, this one's a little harder to show because it's on a full-on collar style necklace in 18 karat gold and 14 karat gold. And it's a 1 carat square radiant. That's a princess cut diamond that you have there. 1 carat yellow, 75 points in white. And look at this, it's a full collar. So it's all attached to this chain, which is more than a chain because it's all these gorgeous links done in gold. Here's your diamonds. They start here. So the last final 2 links are done in diamonds and then it keeps going. And then you've got your extender chain. So this can go from 16 to 18 inches in length. Let's show it on. Full-on collar style necklace. This is the unbelievable value along with our ruby. I've just taken that theme of, hey, we're discounting necklaces in a big way. Let's keep it going. All together, $175 in diamonds and tons and tons and tons and tons of gold because, well, you see it right here. This is not a skinny little chain. This is links in a collar. This does not move. That's all stationary to the center, and you still have the adjustability by way of that extender closure with the spring ring clasp. Let's go back up close and just wow you with the cut of this diamond. The yellow diamond in the middle, the white diamonds on the side. We have a ring later to go with it, but this will be one of those deals that if you're waiting, ooh, it's not going to bode well to get in on this piece. Let me know if you'd like it. Only one, and I promise you that $18,999 you've seen in the past, gone. Done and gone. Here we go. Time to move some jewelry. We're getting there. You can tell we have more and more audience joining in, can't you? Things are going a lot faster. That will continue, especially when we kick off our big top of the hour special and then the top of the hour with the tanzanite and the yellow diamond ring. How about, though, this one go now? For not even $89.99, better value coming your way. Let's get it out the door right now. Call in early. You can hang up. You don't need to buy it, but you can't call in and get it if it's already sold to someone else. I got onesies here. Can't make it again? Well, I could, but it would be like about double or triple that $19,000 price if I made that today. So that's not going to work. I don't think that's what you're looking for. Here's what I'll do instead of $89. Come on in. You saw how quickly the ruby went. Same thing going to happen here. But it's, I mean, arguably higher end. You got a 1 carat yellow diamond in the middle in a really rare cut. You've got incredible large white diamonds around it. We still have nobody on the phone lines, probably because it's hanging out at $9,000. Well, rest assured, it's not staying there. It's not at $8 or $7 or $6 or $5 or $4 or $3,000. I can't do a 1 carat center stone for that. Let's make it $29.99 and send it out right away. It is $26.39 at checkout. One of you gets it. $26.39. Amazing. Here we go again with the all-out giveaways on big old necklaces, really important diamonds, huge stones in the center, all of that, and one only, and it will be gone. Then we'll bring out the emerald. We got our last few minutes of this hour. And then what about the big emerald and the bridge? Did you all see that earlier, the big round? Because we do have the 1 carat or the 93 pointer in the emerald cut in that large ring, but we also have a bigger stone in a round in the bridge mounting. Okay, so $26.39, gotta go. All right, party people, let's go to this round stone in the bridge. Oh, wow. Look at that emerald. Now that's a beauty, isn't it? That's something special. Colombian Muzo Mine Material. Item number, it's brand new, 113-1797. That is the round, and it's not just a 1 carat or 1.5 carats. Up and over that mark, it's our carat 52. Round, stunner. It also has diamonds, not oversized in the bridge, 1 row underneath it, 3 rows in total supporting your halo in your center. Check out the way this visualizes, look at that, face up, it does its own little dance. This really special glow and glitter factor to the round, this is why you invest in a round. I don't know of an emerald cut that can do that or an oval that can do that. It's the round cutting that makes this so attractive and just draws you in. 67 points is the diamond weight in this particular bridge. It's in yellow gold only. It's that beauty we love. It is an incredible value. Wait till you see this on the hand, and you're gonna watch those diamonds right through it, because when you see it up like that, you can actually see the shimmer of the diamonds through the stone, and that's incredible. Talk about really showing off the clarity of your emerald. Here's what it looks like on the hand. Oh yeah, it just got flashier, brighter, flashier, and better all the way around. Check that out, so incredible. This is not going to last. We only have this one, that goes without saying. The other option in emeralds is this one, but it's going to be more money and it's a smaller stone, and it's beautiful. It's got a lot more length to it. This would be like, that's what I would do on the index finger. I think the bridge lends itself more to anywhere on the hand. This one looks great on the middle or the index. That's also here, but this is going to be more affordable somehow, even though it is the larger emerald in the fancier cut, in the more exotic of the cuts that we have here for you. In the emerald, you just don't see a lot of those. One caller picks it up. Who will it be? I have no idea, but I know this, it'll go. Because you can't have an emerald where it's $14,999. I know, these are a little more important pieces that I'm showing you. Can't help it. Got to give away some jewelry. We've got literally 70 minutes left in the show. We've got your last call on the sale. It goes away on Sunday at 1 o'clock. It'll be over. So this is your time to pick up any of your favorites, and we have our big top of the hour, 9.5 minutes away, which are brand new yellow diamond earrings that are the stud you never knew you needed until you realized that I gave away tennis bracelets in yellow diamonds, and now you want something to match. So we'll bring that out coming up. That's going to be very exciting. Stay with me. It's only a few minutes. So again, go get those snacks now. Go get that water, whatever your beverage of choice is. Be ready back here at the top of the hour, because this is what's so amazing. But if you're an emerald lover, you're dialing in. You're saying, beverage, forget it, I can wait. I need to get hydrated with the beauty of that bright green right there, because that feels amazing. Bright, glowy, and stunning, and it's not going to be even $49.99. $10,000 off so far. And you know, I say we just keep it going. Make it better. One caller, $3,999 instead. And you realize you get $500 off almost? It's $35.19 at checkout. That's one of my favorite values, because I feel like there's such a long distance between $4,000 and $3,500. Those are two very different price points. And you happen to have a $4,000 ring that instantaneously goes to $35.19 when you say yes. And that's why we do the sale. And that's why so many people are obsessed with 12% off, the biggest sale we do here on this show. And you've got it for a brand new item that looks like that. And for those of you saying, yeah, but what's mine going to look like? I'm never going to get a stone that looks that good. Oh, what else you think I'm going to send you? This is it. I've only got one round emerald that's 1.5 carat size in this inventory, and you're looking at it. So we can size it for you. There's your side profile. Look at how it glows green under the diamonds beneath it. And that is set up just enough. And then, wow, what an emerald that is. Brilliance beyond. I'm telling you, there's nothing like this round. This is not your basic round either. It's not a Portuguese, and it's not a diamond cut. It's more of that octagonal cut internally that gives it the wow factor you're seeing. $35.19. Ruby necklace is still here from earlier for $6.99. The most affordable idea of the show is still hanging out here. And we did have that purple sapphire earlier. Still have that huge yellow diamond necklace. Interesting. All that solid gold. Someone going to need to explain this, because somebody knows. Somebody out there knows why this is still available. And remember, I didn't give you that platinum in this necklace. That was gold. So the fact that you've got a gold necklace, and I'm going to tell you, our collar's coming up this weekend. We have a brand new yellow diamond collar Just a reminder about this diamond necklace here with the big 1 carat yellow diamond and all the diamonds around it. This is still here for under $3,000. That's not normal. That's gold. This is all gold. And you know, yesterday I had a gold necklace. It was here for $7,000 for a gold necklace. This is gold too, and that's under $3, but then look what you get with it. You get this huge yellow diamond, you get the white diamonds around it, all of that, and that's $2,639 for that necklace. That doesn't make any sense. So just a reminder, that's still hanging out here. We just showed it a few moments ago. And that, just a reminder, I know when we see a lot of white metal these days, we just assume it's platinum, which is way cheaper than gold. This is gold. It is gold. So you've got, again, your 1 carat yellow, your 75 points around it, the gold all the way around with adjustability, $2,639 gets discounted from there. That's huge. Really impressive. So sometimes pieces sometimes you just kind of know they've got to go for their price tag. That's one of them right there. That's a big, big value. So we have our emerald at $39.99, not going to last very long, but $35.19 instead at checkout. Okay, let's get to our huge copper bearing. I happen to have a 542. It's another one of those copper bearing purples. It's a purple raspberry red. Look at that. That is wild. Classic 3-stone style as well to it. That's really impressive. So that's our copper bearing. If you're looking for something not quite as large as the 11 carat I had yesterday, we had the 1 carat we just gave away. This is the 4 carat, or rather 542 for you. So a 542 copper bearing oval, 113-1338, just putting it out there. If you'd like that bigger oval with the side diamonds there that are larger on their own, those are 15 points, 7.5 points each there. And that's going to be, I'll take an offer on it. Just, I know that it's the most expensive item of the night. It's brand new as well. It came out, was finished and completed today, just this afternoon when I walked in. So it was really completed a few hours ago, and very excited that we can say we'll take an offer on that one, okay? But it's $18,999, the price tag I should well get tonight, with 12% off, honored. But of course, if you want to make an offer, you can. I'll take any offer that's good. If it's a decent, respectable, nice offer, we'll take it, just to make sure that we interact with all of you as we have about 4 minutes until we kick off this big top of the hour. And I know it's what everyone's waiting on, no doubt about it. There's a very special top of the hour coming up in our yellow diamond earrings. They're modeled after some Ferrari earrings that we have here, sitting right here on the set. And I'll show you the difference. It's a really beautiful way we upgraded you to go all yellow diamonds, which, as you know, are a little more expensive than the champagnes. And we've got the all yellow diamonds, 2 carats total weight, goes beautifully with that bracelet so many of you picked up a couple weeks ago. We'll have that coming up. So let's take a look one more time at this Paraiba, or purple Cuprian albaite. It's really Cuprian albaite with purple. The GIA has just deemed that you can call the greens and the blue greens and the purples all Paraiba, but copper bearing, whatever you want, copper bearing and Paraiba are indicate the same thing, a copper content. All right, so that's here. Feel free to make me an offer. I can't take $500. I don't have anything for $500 today, like nothing. So, you know, that's going to be tougher, but we can take an offer that's respectable. So if you have one and want to get away from $19,000, but are still looking for something really impressive and museum-like in its classic styling, there it is. So we'd love to help you with that one. Let me know if you like it. And then we're on our way here. We've got our top of the hour just a few minutes from now, and they are these dazzling yellow diamond earrings. They're right there. Look at that. That is just, oh, so gorgeous. They're modeled after this earring, which I think I'm going to melt, because they are, to me, I prefer, and we'll get into this when we get there, but I like an earring to be one color, because I think that it ends up when they're too close together like that, but they're different, but they're not the same. I think it can look a little hodgepodgey, and it looks like the diamonds don't match. I much prefer them all matched, so that from a distance they also all look like one big stone. So we'll have that for you. Also want to remind you about this ruby necklace. It's a giveaway. It's $6.99 for 3288. Let me show that to you one more time. Here's 3288. It's a ruby round. It's a 40-point ruby out of Burma with 33 points in diamonds. The diamonds go around the ruby and also in the bezel sets on the side. That's a chain that is going to be adjustable, and there it is, premium lobster claw closure. There's 16, the 17, the 18-inch length all involved, and that is $699 if you'd like to go ahead and get that one in your collection. It's a beautiful bright ruby. It's always so tough to see the round rubies, so we're thrilled to bring that one at $615 at checkout. Also have that larger emerald ring. I'll show this to you. This is our really big 1130554. If you want to go with an emerald cut in a larger marquee shape ring, here's how you go deluxe with that style. Isn't that something? That's the 93-point Muzo Mind stone in the middle. Then you have the rose cut diamonds, the white diamonds, the yellow diamonds, and two-tone 18 karat gold. Looks like this on the hand. It's quite impressive because it is long. This may not be like your easy to wear everyday basic ring. This is not your little band. This is meant to be a little more of a wow piece. And great for ring, middle, or index, I will point out. 18 karat gold, that's your 93 point. Then you've got all yellow as the body of the pave here is in the yellow diamonds and the yellow gold. And then you do 59 points of white diamonds as well, including, those are why they look different because they're rose cuts. It almost looks like, it's an old world cutting style that basically almost looks like a diamond with less faceting, so it almost looks like a diamond that's upside down. It just gives you a unique way that is gonna flash differently than a round brilliant. Isn't that a beautiful ring though? If you like something a little more stately and impressive and want something that is bolder, but looks still easy to wear, sits fairly low profile on the hand. Here's your close-up again, and I'm gonna put it side to side just because that way we can stay close to the stone, but also show you the inside and how that's finished, because that's quite the undergallery. Quite the clarity on the emerald as well, and that is $59.99. A $27,000 ring is now $59.99. However, 12% off, that accounts for a lot of discounting there. There's a big savings thanks to that 12% off, so you would get it for so much less, okay? So that's gonna be $52.79 at checkout, our lowest price on that one. It is almost top of the hour time. We got 30 seconds left to go. Our last hour is upon us for our Thursday night. We're wrapping up the sale on Sunday. So you've got 3 more days after tonight to shop 12% off. Those of you that don't like saving, you can wait till Wednesday, and we won't have 12% off. So that's the deal. So let's talk top of the hour. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the show. If you are just hanging out, now, if you've been with us a couple hours, thank you for being with us for the last 2 hours. Showing you a lot of jewelry, by the way, also this weekend, Saturday morning, the first ever of its kind, yellow diamond collar. We're going red carpet on you. We're going to pretend it's Oscar Sunday, but it's going to be our own version here on Saturday. It's our yellow diamond collar. It's going to give you about 5 carats in yellow diamonds in solid gold, all the way around. It's lovely, and it would be a great piece to wear whether you're stacking it and layering it with your white diamond collars, or if you're just a fan of yellow diamonds. Well, let's preface that with a couple of weeks ago we had a yellow diamond tennis bracelet that was on point as far as value. It was really incredible. We're going to show you the earring to match. The necklace is coming up on Saturday, and then we'll get you all hooked up with your yellow diamonds, really head to toe. All the main pieces of a collection. Really what? Ring, earring, necklace, bracelet. Those are really the 4 big ones. We really haven't done much in the way of yellow diamond earrings. In the past, I've had some sororities that we've looked at together. I'll show them to you. They're a little bit different in that they have different colors. Now, this is from Sorori, and again, they make beautiful jewelry, but this is what their earring looks like. So let's take a look together here. Okay, ready? Here's what it looks like. That's where you see a lot of different colors, okay? See how, but they're subtle, so that when you're further away, let me show you. It kind of looks like they were intended to be all yellows, but they don't really match. They're on the hand. And then I'll show you the other one next to it. So the problem with this is, and this is again for sale, but we've had these before, they don't all, do you see from a distance here, when they're together, they don't look different enough to where you're seeing the collection of fancy colors. Instead, they really just look like not so well matched yellows, in my opinion. And that's probably why they're still here. They've been marked down, they've been on the air a number of times, they're great. But they're a little bit mismatched. And again, when you see it up close, you see why. Okay, because there's yellow greens, green greens, yellow yellows, brighter yellows, darker yellows, and some champagnes. That's why they don't look perfect when you see them from a distance. They're not different enough to really give you that, oh, look, it's a lot of different colors. Instead, it just kind of looks not proper. Compare that to what we're going to show you here, which is what we did. Because we know we have yellow diamond fans. We had a number of bracelets go out a few weeks ago during this event with yellow diamonds. And we know we've had yellow diamond rings. I'll even bring you one tonight. I've got all kinds of beautiful yellow diamond pieces I've shown you, but we've never had anything quite like this before, which is our yellow diamond collection, but all more, again, consistent colors here. So you get that really impressive matching. They're item number 113-1611. And proud to say that this is also, the diameter is great in that they are giving you a larger overall size. but they're not oversized, because when you get one huge round for the ear, what it can, no matter the backing, no matter what your piercing's doing, no matter what backing you have, they can tend to do this. They can do a little lean, and suddenly it looks like they're always drooping or falling or something like that. So I think we have found the sweet spot here. We don't want a little baby stud that you can't see, but this way we're giving you the larger collection put together so that A, the colors match, so that really visually from a distance, they're dazzling, but they still are going to sit properly on the ear. They're not gonna do the lean, they're not gonna fall, they're not gonna droop forward. They sit to perfection. We give you a nice oversized butterfly backing. They have a centered post as well. But here's the other reason why I think prioritizing matching in an earring like this style is so incredible, is because for a lot of us, I think the idea is if we had our way, we might decide to get a 6 carat, 7 carat, 10 carat total stud, where it's one stone in each ear that gives us this big look. But the reality is that's very challenging to do, to find and also to afford. So it's great to have still bigger stones, still round brilliance, but put together so you can get that bigger look without spending millions and millions and millions of dollars. Now, how much diamond weight are you getting? 2 carats exactly, 2 carats in diamonds throughout the earring, 2 carats in all yellows. They're also graded for their quality, being VS stones as well. That's impressive. And you've got the centered post, and that mentioned the oversized butterfly backing. Yellow gold only. No need to switch it up here because the yellow matches the yellow. It all works. It's all perfect. Let me show them to you on. This is a beauty. And if you have anything in yellow diamonds from us or anywhere else, you know how important it is to get that earring to go head to toe, have that matching. Let's give you a diameter. Let's show you what they look like. That's from a distance. Here's what they measure in their round overall diameter. There you see it. That's a 1/2 inch in diameter, centered post right there. I'll put one on as well so you can see how they're going to look when they're on the ear. I have the post right where my piercing is so you can really see how gorgeous those are, how they do end up looking like one mega stone while you're not paying the mega price tag. That's the problem. That's the challenge. How do you afford a 10 carat yellow diamond solitaire, then double it out to make an earring? That's going to be tricky. So we have put this together for you. Gives you that lavish look, and again, all matched through the yellow. So that's really impressive. Let's go back up close and take another look at how we can make these affordable as our top of the hour special for tonight. And yellow diamonds are rare, and they're not one pointers. There aren't 200 diamonds in the earring. No way. There's going to be far fewer than 200. So they're really nice, bigger stones, all VS round brilliance. There's a reason it's the top of the hour, and it's not coincidental. It's not that, oopsie, they just came out at 7 o'clock and here they are. And no, this is intentional to give you that great, great value that is going to absolutely wow you. And if you have anything in yellow diamonds, or if you still need something, there is a yellow diamond ring that happens to be coming up today. That's a 109 center stone with a huge diamond weight around it, and that's the ring. So the ring looks great with the earrings. Yellow diamond in the center, yellow diamonds all throughout the earring style as well. We're going to go ahead and take them on down. This is your chance to own them, and what a price tag we have as our top of the hour. Save 12%. You got a couple more days to do that, including this last hour together tonight, and really want to make sure you have a chance to pick them up. No, not at $89.99. And by the way, that same design I showed you with the mismatched diamonds, $89.99. That's what I feel like is normal and fair, because at least you're getting an upgrade in the quality. You're getting all yellows, all VS. Sorry, can't say that. This is it. Here's your chance, okay? It's not going to be $89.99. Watch what we're going to do for our top of the hour. This is so, so, so impressive. Take a look at this. I mean, we're excited about this earring. I know you are too. We all are very excited and intrigued by the idea of how can we make such an important diamond that's natural, by the way, so affordable like we do these yellow diamonds here that are only here, meaning there's no other price tag like this anywhere else. They're not going to be $89 or $79 or $69. It's our top of the hour for a reason. We're truly blowing them out. You get this major, major, major discount tonight only, because even though I've got more than one identical pairs matched up, there aren't as many as we'd like, which is why they're here tonight and not over the weekend when we have mega, mega, mega audience. Yeah, we're not digging $69.99. Get it? That's fine. Let's make this a lot better. $69, $59, $49, no way. And again, yellow diamonds are a premium. I was looking at yellow diamonds. I was just trying to find, natural yellow diamonds are a little tricky right now unless you are shopping a custom-made arena. If you're going to the custom-made design houses, fine. They can do it for you. You have to put an order in. You have to pay up front. You wait about 8 months for your piece to arrive. I don't know about you, but 8 months goes by, I probably would have forgotten about what I ordered. It's just one of those things where that's a lengthy amount of time to wait. Here's where you get your yellow diamonds delivered in a couple of days. They're right out to you. You enjoy them and love them. We know the beauty of the brilliance of VS Diamonds, and the yellows, to still have that important clarity is really valuable, because a lot of times when you actually, if you actually find the actual fancy colors that are natural in their origin, it can be like the clarity goes to the wayside, nobody cares. Just because what? It's a fancier color, so suddenly we don't care about the clarity. I don't think that you and I are in that position. I think we still do. It's not enough that it's a natural from the earth diamond and it's a rarer color. We still want clarity. We still want the beauty of high-end clarity and brightness and beauty and all of that. That's important to us. And that's what you get here with these yellow diamonds, still maintaining that stunning VS quality that only can be here. And you know what? They're not $49.99. Better value. Let's get them out the door. As a matter of fact, since I have nobody on the phone lines here, we only got a couple pairs, so can't auction them. If I did, we'd have to start higher than where I'm at anyways. So let's just make this really attainable and affordable, and you will love them. You will love them. If you have that yellow diamond bracelet, if you were thinking about shopping the yellow diamond collar coming up on Saturday, well, here we go. This is outstanding. It will not be $4,000 or $39.99. Better value, last hour, here we go. Top of the hour, best value of the day, and brand new tonight, and they're not $39. How about $2,999 instead for the incredible, and by the way, $29.99, $26.39 at checkout. All yellows, all bright, all clean, not just eye clean, microscope clean, like 10 power magnification, zoomed in as we are right now. I could come in even closer. You're not going to find a flaw. Watch this. We'll come in even closer. Boom. Look at that. Look at that sparkle and that beauty and that brilliance. I haven't intrigued you yet, have I? Well, shame on me. Let me do what I do best. Test the envelope. Like we say, push the envelope. This is really more than that. This is about doing something that just literally can't be done. But I don't like that word can't. I really want to make this happen. And we have this yellow diamond ring coming up. Who knows what's going to happen there? A yellow diamond ring that's got a major 1 carat 09 center stone. Now we're doing the earrings that match. And it's not going to be $29. You don't like that price. So Tony, we're going to do the rare, like was. We're going to have 2 was prices. And actually, this one is not a was price. It's a should be top of the hour mega value for our big clearance event. What I'm doing is better. We're going to take this down and see what happens. It's experimentation. It's just, we'll throw out the value and see if you catch it. And you still get 12% off. Huge discount there. Right now it's over $300 off. That's okay. We'll keep on going and we'll see who's out there. I got 3 pairs. That's not a lot. And 1 may be gone right now. We're verifying the first one. So I know that's immediate, because when I take this price lower, if you're even thinking about it, $29.99, if you see that value, you're about to be really excited, because we're going to take it lower than $29 or $25 or $24. We'll keep on going. Okay, 1 pair is gone, 2 pairs are left. This is a situation here. Yesterday at this time, 24 hours ago, I was standing here showing you a pink diamond necklace, and I had 3 to go around. They all sold out. They're gone and done forever. Same thing, except this is brand new right now, and it's not $24. If that's not enough, watch this. We're going to go even less than $24.99. You probably know that's already $300 extra off. Stop what you're doing and dial in if you might want a pair, because they will not be $24 or $23. $2,299 is getting very close to what that discounted price was. After the forget about it. We're going to take this on down, and we're going to make sure the magic happens. And this is your earring. And to go with all of the yellow diamonds we have, whether it's the big center stone, the one I'm going to show you in a minute, the tennis necklace, the tennis bracelet, whatever it is that you have, get the earrings now, because these are fleeting moments, and we don't have any new yellow diamonds coming in. Nothing new. You probably heard me talk about that in JCK. That was like 2 months ago. Literally 2 months ago, JCK showed the last big domestic trade show. The yellow diamonds were going for more money than they even were in February. In a matter of a few months, they went up again, another 38%. They keep on going that way. So there's no chance of, it's not like you wait and you get a cheaper price. They only go up. Prices only go up. Here's your chance. We're going down. Not 22, not 20. We have 2 pairs gone. All right, 2 pairs gone, 1 left. So I think we're doing something right here. We've got your attention. We're doing something special. Here's where you get top of the hour, best value of the day. And that value was supposed to be $29.99. Don't tell anyone I did this, okay? This is our little Thursday night secret. There's so many people that don't watch the shows live, and then they really regret not tuning in because they don't get the chance that you guys get. We have limited quantities. You can't just keep on selling things that aren't available, and especially when they're as limited as they are, when 2 carats per pair of earrings, 1 carat here, 1 carat here, but they look like you're wearing 10 carat total studs. They look like 5 carats and 5 carats because if that was one single stone, that's what they'd be. And they're not even $22.99. Oh no, we're starting to get really busy on the phone lines. It might be a fight for the last pair here. That could very well be the case. And they're not 22 or 21 or even, I'm really going here about this. Blow them out. $1,999, and you get another huge discount. They're $1,759. They're $1,759 for 2 carats of yellow diamonds. Who's got the first pair? Who's got the second pair? And I'm proud to say there's 1 pair left because that's what's telling. $19.99 does turn into $17.59, so that's a completely different price tag you pay than what's on the air. And they're 2 carats. Alex, do you have the first pair? Okay. I'm giving you 60 seconds. Big yellow diamond ring still to come. Our white diamond bangle is here. Our tanzanite is here. There's a 3 carat tanzanite. This is it. 3 carat and a half tanzanite. What are we going to do there? I don't know, but I'm going to run some auctions for the rest of the day, I think. That's what we may have to do. We have 45 minutes and 6 seconds in the show. Tell me what you want to see. We've only had 1 request tonight. We want to get a few more of those in. Let's get a few more requests going. That'd be a lot of fun. And then we've got our $17.59 yellow diamond earrings. What gives us the best value I've had in yellow diamonds in a long, long time. And that's still here. 1 pair left. Okay, $17.59. Does anyone want to make me an offer on this yellow diamond? I know it's much more money because it's a 1 carat center stone. But hey, we can make it happen. You like this one? 1 carat 09 yellow diamond in the middle. All the white diamonds around it. Tell me what you want to do. Yeah. Oh, really? Who got the Speen pendant? You just talked to them and you have no idea who you talked to? Oh, okay. Speen pendant gone. And what'd you get? Yellow diamond earrings then? Gotcha. All right. So who was on the line? Because I didn't see anyone else on the phones. Oh, really? Where's the phantom call at? I only saw you on the phones. Oh, okay. How's Will doing? Where's he at? Boston, New York, New Jersey. Okay, cool. All right. Speen pendant gone. Earrings are down to 1 pair. Now we've got a fabulous yellow diamond ring. All right, let's do something a little crazy here. You didn't like the yellow diamond earrings enough to sell them out yet. But that's okay, because we're going upgrading here. We've got the 1 carat 09 yellow oval. I'm going to zoom back a bit because we got the double halo and the diamonds. This is going to have almost 3 carats total. It's 1130215. And we're looking at something pretty special here because it's a 1 carat 09 in the middle, VS stones, carat 74 around it. Now, I know for those of you that usually see yellow diamonds on this ring, or in rings on this show, they're usually white and yellow. You can do that. I know we weren't supposed to, but I really didn't want this to be coming down to, ick, I don't like yellow gold, or ick, I don't like 1 tone of gold. If you would prefer to get your yellow diamond set in yellow and the rest of the white diamond set in white gold, I'd be happy to do that for you. So you're going to pick white or yellow, okay? That I want you to choose. But if you would like to get the mega value here, I'm going to just ask for your offers here. I know it's gone up a little bit because these are $32,000 right now. And that may not even be accurate because that was 2 months ago. That's only just, I can only speak for the last time I was at a trade show in person, face to face with the yellow diamond wholesaler who has 1 carat yellow diamonds that are natural. Most everything out there right now is lab grown. I'm not going to compare our prices to that because they're 2 different animals. Although I will say, I met yesterday with someone who does deal with lab grown, and I asked because they just launched yellows. That's kind of a new thing for them. And by the way, they look nothing like natural stones. So I have a little, I have a bit of a kind of an issue there. They don't really look like natural yellow diamonds. They look like fake stones. But that aside, here's the deal. Yesterday, I was literally talking to somebody who deals in lab grown, and they just launched their yellow diamond lab grown collection, and their 1 carats are over $25,000. Now, I don't know about you, but I think that's kind of that's a lot of money for something that, you know, it's made in a lab. It's made in a controlled environment. It's completely synthetic. So $25,000 is a lot. You would never spend that with me on a natural one. So you could probably go as far to say, let's not even compare to wholesale on naturals, but let's go with the lab grown. Make that comparison, because we're going to beat every avenue here. And you've got 2 carats, 83 total weight, if my math is correct. So yeah, 283, that's a lot of diamond weight in one piece of jewelry sitting on your hand. We'll size it for you. Take your gold color. I really did not, I know everybody said, let's just leave it in yellow. I really want to give you the choice of here. So let's do that. Let's get you the white or the yellow, whatever you prefer. But 2 carats 83, lots of bigger diamonds here. Notice the sides go from the double row to the single stone into the halos. Like how that's done. And then you have that immaculate. I mean, we can come in even closer and look at that 109 and watch the clarity just glisten and glow and gleam. There it is. See the rainbow effect? That's a byproduct of great clarity. Did you see that? When it turned all the way, you saw a mini rainbow. It's not raining in the studio. It's not, like, because, you know, think about it. If it was raining, you know, rain and sunlight equal a rainbow, right? Usually get a little sunlight and some rain and moisture in the air, and that's what makes a rainbow. I don't see a lot of rain, but that's how I perceive it happens. You get that here, and there's that rainbow again. See that? A byproduct of great clarity. So here we are, yellow diamond, bright as sunshine, no rain, just there's some icy white diamonds. Let's blow it out. Yellow diamond earrings, fine. If you love them, great, get a pair. They go beautifully with this ring. If you'd rather have the 1 mega stone in the middle, here it is, and here goes nothing. Let's try to make this really attainable. Actually, auction it. You know what, I'm never going to get $11,999. As much as that's discounted from $19,000, I like that, but I'm not going to get $12,000. Not tonight, not probably ever. The ability to sell pieces at that price are just not here. And that, I think, is a good thing. That's a good thing. That tells me, what do I always say? We've spoiled you here. We have spoiled you. If you've watched for an hour or if you've watched for 10 years, we've spoiled you. That's good. That's a good thing. That's how we want to do it. But again, we're having to go backwards. It's one thing to spoil you. It's one thing to lose money on every single item I present. That's what we're going to do again. So let's bring it out down in the auction. I'm going to go ahead and guess we'll still give you the 12% off in the auction, so don't worry there. But let's go ahead and send it out for less than even $10,000, because we'll just start the auction. We'll get a lot of people in, or we won't. It's hard to say. It's not going to be the busiest eyeball day of the year. It's really, again, it's a lighter viewed show. It's a weeknight. It's the middle of summer. It's you know, the biggest vacation in July is always the big vacation week. It just is, statistically. So you may not have a lot of competition, which is a really good thing when you're competing for a $20,000 TVON yellow diamond and something that runs $32,000 for the stone in the wholesale world by itself. We're putting together a much better opportunity for you. It's not going to be $10 or $5 or even $4,500. We're not even asking $4,000 to start. We're going to go $35. $3,500 to start. I know we're not used to looking at jewelry in many other places, but that is a gold band price anywhere else at a great day, on a great value, sale price. If you don't believe me, go to some place that sells gold. And I know that's hard to find these days. I know it is. I know. It's tougher and tougher and tougher to even find a website to compare a gold price on anything. And then there's designers who still are doing gold, but their prices are astronomical. Paying $50,000 for a skinny gold bangle. That's designers. Great. Here's what we're going to do. $3,500 to open a 10, you know what, skip it. Any increment you want. Any increment, up to you. And let's also give you 12% off. So $3,500, just as an example, would be $3,080. So it'd be just a smidge over $3,000, just right here as it is. 60 seconds to get it started. Speaking of gold bracelets and gold things that are just gold and diamonds, look at that. There is a gold bracelet here in a paper clip link with diamonds. We do have that for under $1,000 if you're interested. So can make some things in gold under 1,000 as we do every day. There's always a few pieces that are going to be just under $1,000. But this is something that goes far beyond gold, although I do want to show you the finishing on the inside that you get as well. Here's that solid under gallery that you get, so that's beautifully done. Again, please choose the white or the yellow. Totally up to you there. I love the contrast of the white gold with the yellow diamond. I think it shows off a little more. I think that it's almost detrimental to have all yellow because, well, you don't see as much of the contrast between the yellow center and the side white diamonds. No open on that one. We're going to move on to some tanzanite. We also have a DBTY that is here. So there is a DBTY. It's our 2-carat 02. It's a little bit more pricey than it used to be, but it is here if you'd like to go ahead and inquire about that. But here's what we have in our yellow diamond. Not more pricey than it used to be, less money. We'll get to our diamond link bracelet. We have the really, really, really special look at tanzanite coming up as well. So that's going to be coming up and on the way. All right, $3,500. We can revisit that later if you would like to. No problem, but really important to join us for that. All right, coming up, let's move on to the tanzanite. Let's go 0 to start. Yep. Whatever you want to pay, that's up to you. It's our big 3-carat. It's our only tanzanite. We're down to it, guys, where we either see one tanzanite or no tanzanites in our shows now. The Blue Wing Block Ds, and no, we are not going to bring you any other subpar varieties. So when the Blue Wing Block Ds are sold out, they will be done. We are at 113-1592. Come on in. Do you need to know the carat weights? It's a 0 to start auction, but we will tell you because I always want you to know what you're getting. It's a 348 cushion cut. It's the rectangular cushion, so it does give you a much bigger visual, and it's also going to be diamonds around it, 45 points there, stacks of 3 rows. The 3 rows graduate just a bit on either side. Take a look at it. We're going to go 0 to start, and anything you want to do. Anything. U.S. currency, anything you want to do. And no, that doesn't mean that the ring is worth 0. It means that we are trying to get everybody the chance to own the most beautiful, decadent quality of tanzanite in the world. And we have no reserve. So it might be a 35-minute auction, but the good news is it can't be longer than that because that's all the time we have left. So now we look at it this way. Red flashes galore. No open, I'm in trouble. Okay, let me figure out what else. What else do we want to see on this show? No requests, no open, yikes. And you can do $1 or you can do $10,000 or you can do somewhere in the middle. I think $1 is a little bit too low. I think 10,000 is a little much. But I do need you on the lines here because in a couple of minutes, you might as well put, here's what I would do. You know my tanzanites, you know we have the best values, and you know we're giving it 12% off. I will still give you 12% off wherever you end up, okay? We got all this jewelry. I'm going to start going through all this jewelry, which is for tomorrow. We'll start showing you that for our last little bit of time because that's my last item outside of my diamond bracelet. We'll show you for under 1,000. But this is the time to pick up your tanzanite. We have still no open. All right, I'm not going to force it on you. Let me move that aside here. Let's show you the bracelet. I can't get an open on tanzanite with no increment at all? That's what? What? Oh, never mind. We have an open. $700. Who do you have? And I would love, guys, bids and names so I can thank whoever is bidding. Regina. $700 from Regina. She might have knocked everybody else out that was thinking about bidding. $700. And again, the gold is worth $2,000 by itself. So just if I take all this away and we're just talking about a gold band, that's $2,000. Then we got a 348, and then we got a triple stack. I call it the staircase of diamonds. And we have, yep, Regina, you scared everybody off. And I don't have a ring here for $700, just FYI. Don't have a single ring here for $700. It don't matter. What matters is we move jewelry. All that matters is some of you will get jewelry on your way or on its way to your house from tonight's show. We have $750, $800. How much? $1,000. How much? $1,400. All right. There's a lot of bids coming in. So just yell them out. We're at $1,400. Thank you. We're rolling. We're going to keep it going here. $1,400. Got a ways to go. Or not. I don't know. Hard to say. We don't know who's out there. But only 3 bidders so far, going back and forth. Here we go. Let me know if you want. Okay, we can't be doing this. Okay. Well, guys, it's been fun. It's been a fun run, hasn't it? 16 for Sandra. Thank you, Sandra. 1,600 now the bid. 1,700, thank you. We've got, okay, so Donna's at 17. Sandra going to look at that, see if she wants to go any further. Thank you. We are really, I know we have a few of you waiting on hold here. We won't end it. We have, how much, 18? We won't end the auction until we at least get everybody in and an opportunity to bid. So if you're waiting on hold, bear with us here. We only have a few operators and apparently one in New Jersey. So here we are, $1,800. 18, do we have 19? This is your last call, and you will still, let's do a little math here, 12% off. I don't know if we have 19 yet. Oh, we do. Okay, so 1,900 is the bid. I do want to put it out there. There is that 12% off, so that's looming. So let's think about right now the current bid's at 19. With your 12%, that comes down to 1,672. So let's all remind everybody as well that your bid is not what you pay, because this is still eligible for that additional 12% off. So you will still get a, oh, we're down to one bidder. Okay, so 1,900 knocked everybody else out. Well, there's still that 12% off. So just to remind everybody where we're at, that right now is 1,672. So a very different price tag when you take and apply that 12% off, which is going to happen whoever our winner is. We're about to give this a final 2 minutes. We have a 348. Let's do some math here. 1,672, 348, 480. The lowest price I know of any decent tanzanite going for in the marketplace on television is $495. Please tell me if you've ever seen less than that. It's $495 is the lowest. I see most of it going for $38.50. We won't talk about that. It's really low quality, so, and really high price. So that's not really a competition. This is still at $480 for a premium quality, best in the world, and it's that size that a lot of us want to see because that's that wearable size. It sounds crazy, but if you're never going to wear it, it doesn't matter how much you pay. It's a waste. If you buy a 15 karat, because I gave you a great value, and you never wear that 15 karat because it's just too large for you, it's not a good value, no matter what you paid. This is why we love these sizes that are the 3, 3.5, the 4s, because that is what, as someone who's been selling blue wings for a long time here, that tends to be the most popular, the most asked about, the most requested. So let's take a look at it again, give you an idea of what it looks like on the hand again. And right now, this is only at $480. So here we go, last call, and we're only at $1,900. Here's what it does look like on the hand for you. So you can see how very wearable it is. This is not oversized, but plenty large wear. Did that disappear? Do you not see it? Absolutely not. It's just a beautiful, bright, gleaming stone. We're going to need some requests for the end of the show. We've still got 30 minutes left, and we have no requests in routed jewelry. So I can do the recap. Of course, we can show you everything that's still available, so we can do that as well. So maybe that's the way to go. But we are in last call now on this tanzanite, sadly to say, last call, and we are not, I just, again, brutally honest with you on everything. Sorry, I know. It's much more fun to just, hear made up things, isn't it? But being just completely transparent, it's under our cost. And that's at the 1,900, which is nowhere near where you're paying because, of course, backwards by 12%. So take advantage of that sale. It goes away in a couple of days. 1,900, we're looking for any increment. And our literally last bidder standing is at 19, but there is still final 2 minutes to get to. So we will have our winner when the clock hits 00. So now is the time to jump in. And remember, it's not even near what you're bidding. That I just can't start. I know that's weird because it's not up there. And this is what's challenging about these sales, I got to tell you, is that you're never seeing the price on the air that you're actually paying. I think it'd be better to just put up the price, but that's not the way we do it because then we can't say 12% extra off. So, but it does take a little imagination and a little bit of math, so a mathination, really, because you have to think about, okay, 12% off is how much? Well, it's over $200 saved. So hopefully that gives you a little freedom to maybe bid a little bit of extra because you're going backwards. You would win it and not even pay what you're actually contracted to bid. So it's pretty exciting that way. So remember that applies to the auctions as well. And we're about to give it our final 2 minutes. Take one last look. There we go. 2 minutes left to go on the auction. Yeah. I'm not really going to show it. It's a lot of money. I mean, I don't want to give you guys the wrong impression. Katrina, I can flash it for you. It's the 202. It's money. It's a lot of money for the DB2Y now. I can go ahead but I do want to just, I put it out there because I know a lot of you are asking, is it ever going to come back? It's back as of today. I can see if I can help out the price a little bit. I was taking offers on it, but we'll bring it out. We'll show it to you. The 202 DBTY coming up, but 1 minute left. And I know what y'all are going to say, but whatever, that's fine. I know, gold. It's gold. It's the gold story. But we do have it back. So if anybody's been desperate for the DBTY, we can bring that out for you. Okay. 1 minute left. One minute left to go. Any other bids? Yellow Diamond's still here if you want to start that $3,500 auction we had a few minutes ago for you. Otherwise, we have 35 seconds left here tonight on this one. And there it is, 3.5 carats of Museum Reserve. Elongated, rectangular, cushion cut, 1900. Let's see, anybody else want to venture a little bit higher? I have no increments, so I can't say 1910 or 1950 or even 2000. We're just looking for any competition to her bid. 10 seconds left. Nobody else? All right, it's DBTY time. Bring it on out for you. That's gone. Congratulations. Here's our DBTY. I'm going to go to the hand here. This is the 202 version. The largest we've ever brought is our famous DBTY. Hasn't been here in years. It's item number 1113480, and it's got 2 carats 02 of these larger diamonds that are all set just about a ½ inch apart. So not all that far apart, which gives you that really complete look. The only break in the diamonds is the back, because we figured some days you might want to wear it shorter and some days you might want to wear it longer. We're giving you 16, 17, and 18-inch adjustability here with those 3 O-rings and, of course, the upgraded lobster claw. Let's look at it on, because on is really the impressive way to see it. They will flip and turn, but that's why we did open bezels front and back. I have sold literally over 10,000 of this particular 202 DBTY. And that is because we have had a strong value all through the years of bringing it, but it has been absent from our collection for a long, long time, and now it is back. And it is that style that you wear every single day. I've heard it over and over and over, whether it's the smaller, the medium, the larger DBTYs, that usually once it arrives home, you put it on and you never take it off. And isn't that the greatest investment? I was just saying that earlier about, you know what, is it a value if you never wear it? I don't think so. Jewelry's meant to be worn. And although it's not the price of old, because, you know, years and years and years ago when I first had it made for you, you know, it was in a different gold era, and I apologize that gold's gone up. I wish I controlled the marketplace. I don't. But I will tell you this. We're offering the same incredible price on our VS diamonds, and we're only asking for more for the gold, not for the labor, which is more, not for the diamonds, which is more. We're just asking for that difference in gold. It's basically the same incredible value. It's just a different price. Does that make sense? I can't say it's the same price. It's not. But it is the same value because we are still giving you a better value than you would find anywhere else if you're still shopping for gold out there. And I know it's tougher to find, so let us be your guide to still bring you solid gold and bring you VS diamonds and give you a value better than what it's supposed to be, which is $69.99. I just can't do that. And, you know, I invite you to look at it elsewhere because there are other options out there. There are a lot of lab-grown. There are a lot of plated metals. This is the finest way to go. And I just think, why buy the same thing in lower quality over and over and over? I just think that feels a little silly because then you're spending more in the long run. I think sometimes it makes sense to just get the good stuff from the beginning, and then you know it wears like iron and it wears forever and ever, and it's not $69. We have yellow gold, white gold, and rose gold available. Let me know, 16, 17, and 18 inches. Again, look at how when it twists and turns, it's still showing you diamond brilliance from every angle, and it's not 6,000, 5,000, 4,000. I knew $69.99. It's going to be a tough ask. When you've had something that's as iconic as this is, as we show it up close just to see how it's built, you know, its reputation precedes it. I know you can be, if you're going, I bought it like years ago for like, great, I'm glad you did. I'm going to make this much more reasonable than it ever should be. It's not $49 or $39 or $29.99. I will just go ahead and blow it out. I'll give it 60 seconds of this price tag because I'm going way backwards on the price. I'll do $28.88. It's $25.41 at checkout. If you would like to get our DBTY in 2 carats in diamonds, 2 carats 02, all the bigger stones, all the way through, never breaks until you get to the very end here where you have that adjustability. So one more time up against the hand so you can see that size. Your very wearable, iconic, largest DBTY we have. So white, yellow, and rose gold available there. Our tanzanite, thank you, is gone. And then here we go with the yellow diamond. We can bring it back. We'll revisit the yellow diamond in our last little bit of time. We also have a recap for you as well, but that'll be $25.41 at checkout. So hopefully makes it a lot more affordable than that's supposed to be today. And we've only got it for a few more seconds here. $25.41, thank you, on the DBTY. That's why we're bringing out this bracelet though. Here, I'll leave this on the hand here for you to take a gander at. It's our diamond designer bracelet. It's 112-7696, 33 points in diamonds in this link style bracelet. That is not only a link style bracelet, but it's got 3 different sections of pave diamonds as well. And it's 33 points in solid yellow gold, and what a delight. It's also adjustable. So you can make it any length you want, up to 7 inches. And you can use any of those closures. That is your lobster claw, so technically the closures you'll use are over here, but they're the same exact shape. A paper clip link chain to your bracelet, and that one is $9.99. And yes, it's got 3 different sections here of the pave. So you see 1, 2, and 3, which is why you can really modify the length so that it sits closer to the wrist, and then when it does, it doesn't spin or turn on you and won't flip like that. Because, and if it does, it's got a fully finished undergallery and actually gives you a bit of 2 different ways to wear it. So back to the wheel we'll go. I'm going to show it to you one more time up close to show you. I think it's easier to see the undergallery from the close-up, as you see there. So even if it were to turn, you get that beautiful undergallery, but you can prevent that just depending on how snugly you fit it to the wrist. So that's $9.99. Also, we have a really special ruby necklace we showed you. If anybody wants the diamond bangle, this is the big oval bezel set diamond bangle. Feels like a Diamonds by the Yard style, but a little bit larger and all straight across in diamond bezels. So that's a really beautiful bangle. That's a big time style. 112-9427 recap coming up. For our last few minutes, we'll show you what's available from the show so that if you joined us a little later, if you've seen everything and you're not interested, we'll see you tomorrow night. If you want to recap on what you've missed over the last 3 hours or so, we'll show that to you next. But this is the bangle all across the way. Each stone is over 1/3 of a carat in size. That would be 35 points each. And it gives you the bezels, so there's a lot of involved gold here. A lot more gold than you typically see or get because, well, that's the most important way to do a bangle, is with the solid gold throughout first, but then also that beautiful backing that you have here, the way the bezels are done, that adds a lot of gold, but it also makes the diamonds look visually much larger, so that's impressive as well. And then you put it all together. Let's show you what it looks like on the wrist. There is a hinge style and 2 figure-8 safeties. It fits an average size wrist. That'll work for a 6.5 to 7.5 inch bracelet wearer. Here's what it looks like on the wrist so you can see it that way. That gives you the visual of how really large that is. Not exactly your teeny tiny diamonds. Over 1/3 of a carat for each and every one. How about that? This is how easy it is. Once you unlatch your figure-8s, you press down that button, it opens up from the side, you clasp it, click it, done. That's it. It's really easy, it's really simple, it's really wearable. And all your diamonds, as if they needed any protection, they really don't because they're so durable, but you're still bezel setting them. So you're locking them in to their own separate housing of solid gold. It really requires so much more gold to do this, and I know that's not something you can all appreciate until you're actually in the trenches making jewelry every day. But I like to point it out because that makes for a heavier style. It makes for a more impressive gold weight. It's very well done. It's well made. It also gives you a more modern aesthetic to it, so it really does have what also, it's so many different pluses. There's so many positive reasons to have bezel set diamonds, and one of the other big ones is your 35 pointers look like more like 1 carat. So it looks like you're wearing a multi-tens of carats, not just 4 carats 53, which is impressive. It looks like you have 1 carats all the way through, all the way around. That's even greater. So let's go ahead and take it down from the, wowza, that's a major piece, no doubt. But that price tag is supposed to be $34,999. Let's blow it out right now First caller, white or yellow, by the way. If you'd rather go yellow, I can do the yellow. I can't do the rose, but I can do the white or the yellow. Obviously, the white golds are ready to go. Or we can move those diamonds over to the yellow gold if that's what you prefer. But again, it's smooth to the touch. It's never going to fight with sweaters or fine knits or laces or anything else. If you're wearing silk like I am, I know it looks like denim, but it's not. If you're wearing silk, finer fabrics, cashmeres, sweaters, knits, whatever it is, it's really, really smooth. So you never have any sharp edges, never anything that makes it, rough or anything that's going to scratch the kids or the puppy dogs you're playing with. It's going to be better than $35,000 as well. It's not even 10. And this is so much gold. I love the inside. Look at that under gallery through the back. When do you see that? Under gallery, lots of details here. We'll blow it out. It's not even $99, $89. I'm really giving away some jewelry. We got about 15 minutes left to go tonight in our program. Tomorrow night we see ya. It's now 3 days left. 3 shows, 9 hours of 12% off remains. And still debuts every single day. Let's go ahead and blow this out. I'm going to go and just do something a little wild here. There are 13 stones, by the way. So when we say they look like 1 carat, it looks like you're getting 13 carats of diamonds. 13 carats. That would be a different deal. So let's help you out here, and let's put it on the auction block one more time. I love when we can say we're getting away from the price tags I'm supposed to be giving and letting you decide instead, and still taking the 12% off. There's no downside to the auction unless you don't like saving money. That would be the downside. This just allows me to bring it even lower than $89.99, which is right where it's supposed to be. We're going to take it even lower and go, I was going to say $8,000 to start. Let's not even start at 8. Let's start at 7. 13 stones. All bezel set. Just what it takes to go from one side to the other in your solid gold. Actually, let's not do 7. Let's not even do 65. Let's go $6,000. 6,000. 6,000 to start. It's lower than it's ever been, by far. There's the price it should be. There's the price that's our sale price. Now it's 6,000 to open. $10 on the increments. I don't think we need to worry about. We can worry about that after we get the open. What we're trying to do right now is get the open, also realizing and reminding that it would be 12% off, which is going to save you a bunch. So $6,000 to open. Let's get it going. And that would be 12% off is $52.80, by the way. So yes, you would be saving really lots and lots of extra money here. $720 saved. And it's in the white or the yellow. Last call. All right. Leopard opal earrings. Did you need a green Paraiba from last night? Is that what they're asking for? Yes. Okay. The cushion cut, I bet. Yep, I remember it. We'll bring it out for you if you'd like to see it. We can do that. And then we also have, by the way, there's a yellow diamond tennis bracelet this weekend as well. So not only is it the big collar, but you're going to see a tennis bracelet as well in yellow diamonds. We have no open on this one yet. We're still working on that. Also, I'm going to show you the opal. The opal pendant's got to go. So before we get all the rings up here, I know late arrivals today might have missed this. This is that very impressive. I'm buying it at the end of the show if it's still available. I love this one. This is the deluxe opal pendant. And I will pay more, but hey, it's a good value, so I'm all for it. But 113-1742 is your opal. This is the new opal tonight. It was here earlier. It's 18 karat gold, and it's our 18 karat gold pendant, hidden bail. Starts here. The bail's at the top, which is off to the left side of your screen right now. That's our freeform 3 karat 38 opal, but then it's got a karat 30 in the diamonds. And those are rounds and baguettes that wrap their way around. And then I love the embellishment at the top, that point that's created. So here's what I have. One of the best opals we've seen. Love that it's in gold instead of platinum. Here's what it looks like from a distance away so you can see the size. And the colors only get better in the darker lights, which automatically we're taking it, especially when it goes onto the neckline. And it's all finished on the inside as well. Here's what it looks like on the neckline. And this is really crucial here. I always do this, but it's important on an opal especially because this is the lowest light. They don't care about lighting me. We care about lighting the jewelry. And yet, look at this. So it's actually very helpful. not for me, but it's helpful for the opal, right? It looks great. So you can see more of the colors and see how as you, I'm replicating, as you move, well, guess what? You see all these different colors that come through, purples, reds, yellows, greens, oranges, all these different tones that happen in this opal. And yet it's still transparent. It's still, look at that, double-sided. You're gonna see this up close. It's got a great finishing, but it's also, you see all the colors through the inside. Here's what it looks like up close. This is one only, and it's not even close to $10,000, and it should be. This one instead has come down to $29.99. And you get an extra discount at $26.39. It's amazing. So that is the way to go. And we have a request. Here it is, the Paraíba from last night. So it was Melanie that was asking about this. Probably wants to know a little bit more about it. It's 112-9498, but that opal's going to go $26.39 for the opal pendant. Look at the finishing on the inside. That is also solid 18 karat gold. And look at the crystal opal, just as beautiful from the inside as it is from the outside. Double-sided, which only really means, doesn't mean like we put two sides together and fuse them. It just means you can see the colors from the back and from the front. So that's the beauty of a transparent opal. You're going to see all that great color front and back, which I realize you're probably not going to wear it that way, but isn't that nice to be able to see and appreciate the natural beauty through and through of your stone? And it's $26.39. That's going to be gone. I think you might have it over here. We'll show the Paraíba from last night next by request. It's 112-9498. It's a big one. It's a 4 karat 77 ultra green, and as we discussed earlier, the greener it is, the more copper content it has. And yes, this is a combination of rose gold and white gold, but all white diamonds. It's 9498, 18 karat gold, yet again. Another 18 karat gold design today. It's been so much of what we've seen tonight, and then we will get to our recap for our last final 10 minutes. The opal is still here if you'd like it for the moment. Here's our 4 karat 77. Now let's take a closer look and bring it forward, and then watch those diamonds in that split shank and that halo in rose gold. Great finishing on the inside as well. Look at how beautiful and clean. You know, as it gets bigger, we expect less clarity. It is just really gleaming and glowing, isn't it? And this is what it looks like on the hand. And it's under $4,000. That's under $1,000 a carat. Nowhere do the green Paraíbas go that direction, especially when it's clean and bright and neon like this one is. I think that rose gold, so there's always been one piece, even before we did, you know, pink diamonds. Pink diamonds look great in rose gold, but there has always been something that I've long advocated in rose gold. And I have one personally. My Paraíba that is this color is in a wide band. The band is about 1.5 inches wide. It's insane. I mean, it's obviously when gold was $200 an ounce, is when I got it. And it's in rose gold. And my Paraíba that's in rose gold, I only have one in rose gold, the rest are in white or yellow. And my Paraíba that's in rose gold is exactly this color. And that is, here again, I look at it and realize, isn't that just the greatest combination? When you see the rose gold just trimming the outside of this particular, it's not that it's completely green. There's a little bit of blue, but it's very much like a 90-10 green to blue. But it's that really pretty pop of neon color. It's almost just vibrant and neon and glowing. And look at it again here with the rose gold around it. It's such a pretty combination, and it's the one I recommend the most highly as a great way to set this stone. And here it is for only $38.88 instead. How about that? Taking it a step lower so that it doesn't even have to be $3,500 when all is said and done, because let's talk discounting. That's actually going to be $34.21. You're not even paying $3,500 for the Paraíba and diamonds you see on that screen. How about it? Isn't that something? $34.21 and change. Instead, we'll get our recap ready to go. Got a good one for you. It's a really good one. There's just too much good stuff. That is a slogan for a convenience store out here, and I kind of feel that way about this show tonight. Too much good stuff. Doesn't sound grammatically correct, but it's fun to say because it fits. It's really what we've got here. All right, we're going to show you our recap. Coming up, still have that opal pendant, still have our Paraíba. Let's get to it. We have got a major recap, and we might as well leave that Paraíba up there. to take a look at, but there's also the yellow diamond. Looking for an auction open, we didn't get it, so let's do this. If you'd like the 1 carat 09 yellow diamond with all that excessive diamond around it, we'll do that for $34.99. Just end of the show, got to go in 7 minutes. So we've got 7 minutes. We'll see you tomorrow. Here's the, this is just, I don't know, that's the highlight of the show to me. I just think, emerald lover or not, that's one that's got to catch your attention. That's an emerald round that is just gleaming in the bridge, under $4,000, and a long way to discount that one. And then there's that big purple sapphire. Also have these gorgeous hoop earrings. This is just one pair of yellow, gold, and diamond hoops, quite substantial with omega backings. Yes, they're a hoop that are going to sit like this in the ear, but I'm just putting them down, laying them down on this table here for you to see them up close. But what do you think? Mirror finished bars of gold, diamonds as well. Then we also have the blue zircon, and again, all these pieces available for you. There's the emerald cut blue zircon, $19.99. This zircon is a green zircon. It's also $19.99. Okay, we got all kinds of great zircons up here for well under, well, they'll be under $1,800 when you take your discount. And then also, I have this indicolite. Rare to see indicolite tourmaline, but I've got one. Here's the true indicolite. This is one I knew we might have a later audience. That is still available. Showed it very early on. That's our 1 carat 33 square cushion. That's also here for $19.99. So a lot of what's up here is $2,000 or less. Not everything, but a lot. That's going to be the blue zircon, the green zircon, the earrings, the indicolite are all under $19.99, well, $19.99 or less. Those are some of the featured items that you can consider here. Don't forget, we just showed you that beautiful Paraíba in the middle. There are the earrings. I'm going to try to add some more to it. Just a reminder, we still have this incredible opal. This is so outstanding. I really thought this one would go. That's a really beautiful piece there. I did not think I'd get the chance to buy that. That's a really stunning, looks like a shield design or like a family crest you would see over in Europe where they've got these, you know, long, rich histories, and all are usually done with that that shield. Sometimes it's a tartan, sometimes it's a crest. That's a really beautiful look there with that opal. So that's still here. Anything else you'd like on this wheel, let me know. Lots of $19.99 or less. And then of course we have, oh, also a $9.99 ring. Take a look at this. If you're looking to go under $1,000 for a ring, I do have, I'm just trying to figure out where I'm going to put all this jewelry. We have this incredible Ferrari piece with multicolors of diamonds. The white diamonds surround it in the halo, but lots of colors within the middle there. And that would be also under $1,000. That's $9.99 for that ring. That's all those designer diamonds. Also under $2,000 is this cross pendant we had earlier, baguettes and rounds together. That's also part of our $19.99 deal. There's a lot of 18 karat gold offered tonight. That is one of them. The cross pendant is also in 18 karat gold. 5 minutes left to go in the show and in the broadcast. Let me know if you need any help with anything. We'll be here with you tomorrow night, 5 o'clock Pacific, and that's 7 Central and 8 p.m. Eastern. So make sure you check us out for our big Friday night as we'll wrap up the sale in the next few days. And also, this is the, again, there were so many winners tonight. Look at this yellow or pink and white diamond earring. A scarf-like style and a drop earring, pink and white diamonds together for $28.88. All these prices I'm giving are prior to your 12% off. So please feel free to take advantage of that, and we'll make that happen for you. And you can see there's obviously a match set of these earrings. I'm just holding up the one here up close. But pink and white diamond stripes of pave in a drop earring, and that is lovely. And those are $28.88, but that is not what you pay at checkout. You got that big discount coming your way. So $28.88 will turn right into $25.41. So let me know if you have any questions on that wheel or beyond. I'll walk you through what's what. Here's our yellow diamond for $34.99. The indicolite tourmaline, which is beaming and glowing, $19.99. The earrings you see up front, $14.99. Then we have our fabulous emerald, $39.99 for the emerald round. Here's the purple sapphire. That purple sapphire is incredible. That's going to be our really rich vanadium stone there. You don't see a lot of those. It's that rich regal color. It's a 206. It's $29.99. Have the Paraíba here. That's only $38.88. There's our $34.99, $19.99. The earrings, $14.99, $39.99 for the emerald. Here's the zircon. It's a green zircon for $19.99, as well as the Ferrari ring for $9.99. The blue zircon emerald cut, also $19.99. The pink diamond earrings are here as well. They're going to be about $25.41 at checkout. So all these great options. 3 minutes left to go. We don't see you till tomorrow night. We've got 3 hours of incredible jewelry then as well. Hope you can tune in and join us for our big Friday night. Now, last Friday it was our Christmas in July party. We're going to have traditional jewelry tomorrow for you. So that's going to be a lot of fun. Hope to see you there. And oh, also this tanzanite, our all natural, unheated, untreated tanzanite in the rough crystal for $9.99, and yet the end cap and the bail, 18 karat gold. So that's also, and that's a nearly 10 karat stone. It's a 9 karat 90 stone in tanzanite for $999. It's really $879. So lots of great options up there. Thanks for joining me. I appreciate you tuning in and hanging out with me. It's been fun, and we've got a big show tomorrow and then Saturday and Sunday. Our grand finale of the sale event is this weekend. Don't forget the yellow diamond tennis necklace will be coming up and debuting on Saturday morning, as well as there's a yellow diamond bracelet as well, but it's upgraded than the last one I had. So we'll have that for you also, and just lots and lots of great jewelry. So I hope you can join us, and we'll still be taking 12% off for the next 3 shows only. That is Friday night, Saturday morning, and Sunday morning. That'll be it. Your 12% off is going to be winding down, so make sure you take advantage. And if you have a certain request that we can bring out, we're ready to go with those as well. Here's our gorgeous diamond cross again. That is quite the flashy piece there. It is really wearable, just a little over 1 inch in size. That's also $19.99 for that all diamond cross. And again, hope you have a great rest of your evening. I hope your Friday goes well. We'll party tomorrow night for your TGIF celebration, and also have that opal pendant if you'd like it. So last call on the show. How about that emerald though? That round emerald, $39.99. It comes down to $35.19. It's basically $3,500 for that incredible fancy cut round. Purple sapphire, green zircon, multicolored diamonds, blue zircon, Paraiba, yellow diamond, indicolite tourmaline, and the most gorgeous designer yellow gold diamond earrings. All of that. And you know what? There is not a piece up there that's over what? $4 grand. Everything is $4,000 or less on that wheel, including your big yellow diamonds and your gorgeous emeralds. How about that? You can't even spend more than $4,000. And by the way, at $39.99 is the highest price. It really means $35.19 is the most you can spend on anything on that wheel, and several that are much, much less. So here's the deal. We're here for a couple minutes after we go off the air. So even though we only have 30 seconds left of airtime, we are here for a few minutes after that to help you place orders for anything you saw tonight. And if you have any requests to get those in as well, we'd be happy to help you out there. Thanks again for joining us. I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening. Thanks for watching. Thanks for shopping. Welcome to our brand new shoppers as well. And again, we appreciate you being here. We'll see you tomorrow night at 5. That's 5 Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern. And we hope to see you then. It's going to be a heck of a weekend. What a grand finale we have for our sizzling summer sale. So I'll see you tomorrow night. Enjoy the rest of your evening. I'm Lauren Blair, and thank you so much again, one and all, for joining us tonight. We'll see you tomorrow at 5.